All right. That's probably the first time I've ever started a stream on time. How's it going, everyone? I'm going to advertise the stream real quick and then we'll get started. No guests this time. I'll kind of start with kind of going over what I'm probably going to be doing with this stream. This one is definitely going to be tonally very different than all the other ones I've done. Kind of just a bit of an experiment, but or more than an experiment, it's really just I don't know, something that I thought I would be able to get something out of. And I'll kind of talk more about that. But I guess first things first, since we got two people watching, um, can y'all hear me? I think that's the biggest one. Usually I got other people in the call letting me know that, but can y'all hear me all right? I'll start talking proper once I get confirmation that anyone in any capacity can hear me. And I'm not I'm not just gonna stream for 2 or 3 hours and not have any of it be picked up. Okay, Real says we can hear you. Okay, cool. All right, so I was on VC. Well, I guess before that, let me start out by saying that I've been in kind of a depressed fucking mood for months. I've been in kind of a more negative headspace and just more moody, melancholic. And that's not to say I couldn't do a fun stream. I probably could, but it feels like this is something I wanted to do anyway, and it made more sense to do it while I'm kind of feeling like more mellow. Um, and I feel like this is like the only thing, like being more serious is the only thing I can really approach while simultaneously like doing this solo. Like I suck at streaming solo, but you know, being funny kind of requires for me at least jumping off other people. I've never been like someone who could just hold a stream up, and maybe I could work on it. But when it comes to actually like I have something to talk about, I think I can manage. The stream this is not going to have too many jokes going on, and I'm not going to be interacting with chat the whole time. I'll be taking little pauses and breaks to kind of catch up and kind of read through everything. But so I guess the purpose of the stream. So I was on VC the other day, and I was like venting, and I was talking about my like relationship history, and it got me thinking. It got me thinking, hey, wouldn't it be interesting to devote a stream to just dropping like my backstory, like talking about TimLore, and I think a motivating thing for it for me is that I kind of just want it out there. Like I think that while most people probably aren't going to care, um, for people who do, I feel like giving context for me and my life, is going to make stuff I release. Like if we're talking projects, the next album I drop is going to be very serious, very personal. And the comic, which I guess I should mention that I figured I need something visually happening on stream, so I was just going to be working on my comic and see if I can multitask. If that doesn't work out, then I'm gonna probably just drop it and then just go no comic. But I don't know. Maybe I can get some stuff done while I'm venting. But I was so the comic I feel like is another thing that's like having context for like who I am and what kind of made the monster. I think I don't know. I feel like you could get something out of it, and I mean I don't know. People usually write books, but this is easier, and people talk about shit in interviews, but I'm not famous enough for that. So, what are the odds of this live stream ending up on LiveLeak? Well, pretty fucking low considering LiveLeak doesn't exist anymore. But if the question is if I'm going to kill myself, um, honestly, if we're talking like streams I've done in the last 6 months, that one I did where Bladen and they started streaming on Bladen's channel, and I had a mental breakdown in front of my topster. That's that one was probably more likely than this one. I think I'm more mellow. I'm kind of low energy, but like in a relaxed way. Like I can keep talking the whole time pretty easy, I think. How many pages is the comic going to have? So it's probably going to be about 6 double issues with the page count ranging from 50 to 60 pages per. So, total it's going to be in the 300, 400 page range. But I've only outlined out the first issue. So the first issue is going to be I'm making some changes, so it might be more around like the 58 range. Currently it's 55, but I might be adding a couple pages to help the pacing a little bit. But the first issue is the only one that I've had storyboarded. So even though I have the whole story outlined, I don't know exactly the exact page count for the rest of it. But yeah, going back to the TimLore, I think I don't know. I just want I think a big motivating factor for me, and might go into that later. But I think a big motivating factor for me is I have this like innate need to be understood, and a greater need to be accepted for what. Like once I'm understood, I want to be accepted after that. But and loved, whatever. But like being understood first and foremost for who I authentically am. A lot of people like put on a mask to be loved or be accepted. For me, it's like I have to be accepted for like what I am authentically. That's like a big thing for me. And I feel like a lot of people like to hide their history, their past. And I understand why. I mean, it's uncomfortable. Like this is the only live stream I've ever done where I was like nervous pressing that like go live button. I'm like, oh shit, am I really doing this? But I already said I was, and honestly, I think it is low stakes because it's not like I'm dropping bombshells that are gonna like fucking make or break anything. And most people might not even get through the whole thing. It might be a longer live stream too, but if people care, or if people are parasocial enough to be awkwardly obsessed with TimLore, then this is your go-to. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll be famous and someone has to make a video essay and this will come in handy. But or I'll be on a true crime thing because I fucked up and they need to psychoanalyze me. Either way, I want people to understand me, and I don't know. It's like if I fucking die tomorrow, I want people to know, like, I want my life to be like out there. I don't want like all of this shit to be just hidden. Like I want it to stain existence with some kind of mark. I want it to be out there. I want it to be tangible. This will be helpful for Turkey Tom's upcoming follow of Tim unsubscribe video. You have to rise to fall first. I don't know if that's happening. If anything, it'd be the rise and fall of Fanboy Philosopher. That was when I was bigger. But another thing is I'm not going to be talking too much about the channel history in this video. Like I'll probably be like as we go through the timeline, I'll be bringing up certain milestones in the channel, just to give context of like, oh, when he was making the Eminem review, that's what was going on. But as far as like the channel history itself, the drama and the thought process and everything that went behind the creation of the channel and everything that happened leading up to it, I have a video. It's going to be one of the end of the channel videos that's going to be kind of going. I have like this big fucking monologue where I talk about the channel. So primarily like commentary on the YouTube itself is going to be primarily saved for that video. So this is going to be mostly just talking about family, relationships, jobs, different like milestones and shit like that. I'm going to go probably pretty detailed in some areas and then kind of brisk past other ones. And I also don't know if I'm going to get to all of it on one stream. we might run into a situation where it's like we're like 5 hours in and I like barely got to preschool and I'm like, oh shit, let me do another one of these or maybe just cut it my losses. But I don't know. I feel like it could go the other way where I feel like it's going to be a big long stream and then within like 40 minutes I'm done, you know. Probably unlikely. I talk a lot, as people who know me would be aware of, but yeah, no, now I do need some feedback. So if I work on the art, my tablet is over here, so I would be like this. Can y'all hear me okay if I'm not facing the microphone, or is that like too quiet? Because if that's too quiet, I'm gonna have to rework my whole fucking setup. So I guess type in the chat if this you can hear me fine right now, or if I need to fucking rework my whole shit. Because like I said, I'm probably not going to be facing the mic for a good chunk of this if I'm working on stuff. Okay, cool. I guess somebody DM me if it turns fucked or if the stream, like if I cut out for a while and I'm not aware of it. I don't have other people here to kind of let me know that. So I guess before I hop on the art and start with the TimLore timeline, I'll read whatever chat is there, and then I'm gonna hop off of the Streamlabs thing and hop onto the art program. But let's see. Let me read through some of this stuff. Um, uh, where would you say you get your inspiration for your art style from? So Scott Pilgrim is a huge one. One Piece is big. The Soul Eater anime is big, and then Phase 1 and Phase 2, Jamie Hewlett Gorilla's art style is big, and then I guess Invader Zim would be on there with some of the sharper angles, and then I don't know, maybe like fucking I don't know, early Naruto. Not like before it started matching the anime art style. But yeah, I mean, Scott Pilgrim, One Piece, Gurren Lagann, Gorillas, Invader Zim. Those are all kind of like panning and stocking. Those are all kind of different, I guess, sources of inspiration. Tim comic anime opening. I'm not going to be talking too much about the comic storyline because I kind of want y'all to go in blind when I finish it. But the page I'm going to be working on today is like has like very little to do with anything like spoiler wise. So I feel like I can work on that for a couple hours without getting into anything that would spoil anything. Is this my manifesto? No, I think my problem is inaction. I'm too much of a pussy to do anything like that. But I don't know. Maybe one day everybody grows, everybody improves. Unsubscribe is a fart blank. I think he wants me to say the N word, but I think I need to wait probably another 30 minutes before I can do that. I didn't know you did art. This is cool. I appreciate that. That is. I'm not a very good artist. I'm like this took way longer than it would take like a good artist. But if I get another artist to do this series, it's going to take like $60,000 to pay them before it's done. So, in light of that, I'm going to try my best to just get better at art so I can make it happen. But let's see. Do you think that your channel would have been bigger if it wasn't deleted? I do think that. Because it was literally up until like I was gaining like 1,000 subs like every 2 weeks, like leading up to the channel deletion. Like I was growing quite a bit, coming off of the Mumkey film contest and everything else. So yeah, no, I definitely lost momentum. It took me like a year and a half to even build up back to, or 2 years, I think, to build back up to 4,000 subs. And I was like almost at 7,000 when I lost the channel. Now, to be fair, I might have tanked it anyway because I did go on hiatus after starting the new channel, and I was going to go on hiatus regardless because I was graduating college and I needed like I was burnt out. So I probably would have tanked it anyway. I mean, I'm not reviewing Revival, going on hiatus, not making what fans want. Like, I fucked up the YouTube channel my own way, but the Kevin Beef and the channel deletion definitely hurt the prospects. But even when, like, I have 4,000 subs now, and I got like 200 people who actually like tune in at all. Like, I'm like 90% dead subscribers. Seeing this as the first Tim stream post Blade and deletion feels surreal, not gonna lie. There's a completely different vibe going on. Yeah, no, I've been fucking depressed since like September. Kind of pockets of feeling good, but like no, I've been fucking going through it. And I don't know, it felt like rather than starting out with something funny, I might as well get this like more serious vibey one out of the way. And then next stream we'll joke and fucking. Well, honestly, we might do Gardic phone next stream. That sounds like it'd be fun. But with that, I'm caught up on chat. Let me hop into the art program, and like I said, DM me if something gets fucked up. So this is the page I'll be working on, and get some water. Fuck. So I guess with TimLore, we should start when I was a mere babby. So with my family life, I grew up in a Roman Catholic homeschool family. Very conservative, very how do I say it? Like, I'm starting to realize working on art is I'm gonna get fucking distracted. So I'm gonna start talking, and then I'll start once I get like a train of thought going pretty consistently. Then I'll hop on this, because starting out is like I'm like, oh shit, how do I get the perspective right? And then I'm trying to also talk. So, but yeah, no, I grew up Roman Catholic. I really believed in it, for like first 16 years of my life. And I was like a really timid, scared kid. Like a leaf would cross my path and I would like panic. I was always scared of everything. There was one of the stories that is kind of interesting, and I don't really know how it happened, but when I was like a kid, I was deathly afraid of the Brendan Fraser movie George of the Jungle. And it was weird. It's like as soon as somebody said those words in that order, or like the theme song was like hummed, I would have a panic attack. As like this little kid, like I would freak the fuck out, and to this day I have no idea why the fuck that happened. I think maybe the movie was on or the trailer was on while something freaky may have happened, or I don't know, maybe it was a fugue state and I got molested. I'm pretty sure I didn't get molested, but it was weird. Like just like for until I was 9, which was like way too old. From like 3 until 9, I was fucking scared to death of George of the Jungle until my family just like put on the movie. They're like, "This is fucking stupid." That anytime I'm cursing, they didn't say that. They're good people, but they put on the movie, and then as soon as I watched the movie, I loved it. Like, it's a funny movie. I still love that movie to this day, but it's just weird that like a huge portion of my childhood, like I was scared. Like whenever we like rented a movie from Blockbuster, I would always like get scared that the commercials would have a commercial of George of the Jungle. And I don't know, I guess long story short, I was scared of fucking everything. I was always like terrified. And I think my mom, I might have gotten it from my mom, because I think I'm only realizing it like recently, but I think she is kind of a person who's motivated by fear. Different people are motivated by, so I'm going to be probably talking about Enneagram stuff indirectly. And I actually had a thought of starting an Enneagram YouTube channel, because I know that probably most of y'all don't know what the Enneagram is, but it's like my biggest like obsession for the last like year. It's genuinely like changed my life and perspective on things and helped me understand myself and others. But I don't know, I have a major like passion for the Enneagram, so I might be making a unrelated YouTube channel just to like talk about it or do things with it, just because that's something I'm kind of passionate about. But long story short, Enneagram is like it's like this theory that has to do with core motivations for people, and in it you get people like all of the different types are divided into subgroups that are motivated by either shame, fear, or anger. I would be motivated by shame, and I guess we'll get into why. But my mom was definitely motivated by fear, and I feel like a lot of that probably rubbed off on me. I was just fucking scared of everything. And I was trying to be a good Christian boy. There was a time where I was like, I'm going to be a priest, and given the Shad based stuff, I probably it's probably best I never did. But that's the one joke you guys get the stream. Cut in people saying, "Oh, it's not a joke. He's very serious." But yeah, fucking. I feel like a big key component throughout my whole childhood and into adulthood was I don't feel like anyone understood me. And I know that that's like kind of cliche, like, oh, no one understands me. But like, I was just kind of this fucking little freak. I was like this little walking enigma. Um, and there was this, so I was 5 and I loved playing with action figures. And I uh, I was just making like these huge stories. That's when I figured out very early on that one, I was a creative, and two, my creative language was primarily storytelling, because I had these like Marvel action figures and I made these characters, and I had like these vast world when I was 5. When I was 7, I really like um, started working on like bigger, consistent, like interconnected stories, and I was like integrating stuff I watched, which at that time was like Ninja Turtles and Teen Titans, and then like Batman the Animated Series and Justice League. Those were like the things I grew up with that were like the most influential like early on. Um, but yeah, no, I remember there was this one time my family brings up sometimes where it's like, so once again I was very religious, and I was trying. I asked my mom and my oldest sister what came first, light or time, because in the Bible it's like in the beginning there was first there was light, or God said let there be light or whatever, um, and they were like, I was like fucking 6, and they're like, what? That's a really weird, deep question, or maybe I was 7, I don't know, but it was like a weird question for like to hear it coming from someone like that. And basically my sister gave this like big brain Bible answer where it's like, it says in the beginning, so time came first. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And then I went, and basically I was trying to make a villain that was like based after the first thing that existed. And it had to do with the stupid story I was coming up with at the time that had like Mask of Zorro meets Robin Hood type main character. I don't even remember the name of it. It was probably stupid. It was like Zero or some shit. But yeah, it was just like, and I was also like very emotional, but in a way, like I was very stubborn and hard headed, but very sensitive and emotional. And I feel like people didn't get that I was emotional. So when I would just like cry or freak out, it was like, oh, where's this coming from? But definitely, I think so. So I grew up feeling like no one understood me and my family, and then growing up around Catholic homeschoolers. So I think, so if you want to know how I ended up, and saying Catholic homeschooler with autistic Sonic fan and that guy with the glasses fan, an anime fan. If that's not enough to explain how I became, I think that the context that I did not have any peers or hang out with any kids that my age that were not Catholic homeschoolers until I was 14 years old. So my entire circle was family and other Catholic homeschoolers, and other Catholic homeschoolers that were a lot more sheltered than I was. Like, I mean, I was sheltered, but like compared to like some of these other kids, like some of these other kids were like really sheltered. And by the time I was hitting like preteen and early teenager, like 13, 14, 12, even like 11 a little bit, I started getting on YouTube a little bit. I started, getting into Sonic. I started watching YouTubers a little bit, and while I was sheltered, I kind of started getting unsheltered, and I felt like this big divide where, like, all of these Jesus freaks I was around was like, I could. It was hard for me to relate to them, and really, I had like one friend. Really, I had other people who were like acquaintances, but I only had really one friend, and we just got along because of like Sonic and Mario. Like it was just like we were into like similar video games and shit, and that was like the only thing. It was like there's not like a personality melding. It was just like found someone who liked video games. And I didn't have any video game consoles as a kid, so it's like I was obsessed with like video games, and I never played them ever. So it's like just the idea of them. Like I remember I was at Goodwill, and there was like a GameCube demo tape, and I was like, oh my god, I need this because it's video game related, because I couldn't have any actual video games. And ironically, now as an adult, I'm not a gamer at all. Like I don't play any video games. Like I'll get into like a game like every couple of years. I'll get into like one game and then not touch anything for a while. Like I got into Spider-Man on the PS4, and then I got into Scott Pilgrim game, and then other than that, I just like multiplayer shit like Smash Bros or whatever. Um, but yeah, I growing up, I was around like nothing but like sheltered Jesus freaks, and who were homeschooled, which is like they're all autistic, they're all like completely socially inept, and all of them were such prudes, and I think that affected me early on. It was just like the fucking stick up everyone's asses. It was just like fucking, I don't know, it was kind of ridiculous, but and not that I can blame them. I mean, we were all raised in the same shit, but it's like even compared to my siblings, like I always had more curiosity and like an interest in like seeing the edge, seeing the violence, seeing the bad, even though I was afraid. But I think part of it was that because I was afraid, I wanted to like confront it. I wanted to see the world. And definitely, like when I turned 14, I joined this thing called Sea Scouts, which is like venturing Boy Scouts, except it's like sailing. And I did that from 14 to 18. And that was my first ever life experience with normal kids, people who were not Catholic, Roman Catholic homeschoolers. And I was a fucking autistic freak. Like I know that I might seem autistic now, but like genuinely, I had no social awareness. I did not fit in. I embarrassed myself every single interaction. And like I was that weird cringe kid, like I was the fucking freak, Um and I think that definitely affected me, especially at such a developmental age, just feeling like such like a fucking outcast. Um, and I around 14, I also met Liam, who was my best friend for like basically all of high school, and he was a Catholic homeschooler kid, but he was like me, where he was less sheltered and had an interest in other stuff. Like he was an edge lord. We both got into Eminem. We both were into some anime. He was into Helsing, and we were into Bakano. And I met him because he was drawing like a Shinigami or something, like something inspired off Bleach, and like I mentioned Soul Eater, and then he was interested in that, and I got him to watch Soul Eater, and we kind of became friends off that. And real talk, I really I miss Liam, to be honest with y'all. I really do. I valued that friendship a lot, but uh I think I was probably too autistic, and probably I think I messed up the friendship a lot, especially as the YouTube shit started. I really tried to like push, because like for me it's like I want to work on creative stuff with my friends. Like that's how I express my friendship. And I kind of I've realized recently I'm kind of a tyrant. I think the same thing happened with Bladen, where it's like I'm really fucking I'm a pain in the ass to work with creatively, but it's like also it's like I value creative collaboration and friendship. Like to me, that's like sharing something deeper with someone. I don't know, but I definitely, I think, pushed away Liam over the course of like 4 or 5 years. But you know, I mean, we were really close. We were really tight for a while. And I think it was really as like we were graduating that like we kind of went different paths. And you know, the stuff with the channel happened where I tried to kill off his character and like did like this big video kind of meta contextually reframing our friendship in a Bible Man review. It was really fucking stupid. And I'll talk a little bit about it in the video that I'll be dropping about the channel. But yeah, I don't know. And then on like the girl end of things, because now we're going into I was hitting puberty. I guess let's talk about like porn before I talk about like girls, because that's probably also important. You know, I grew up in a household where it's like if you masturbated or even like thought of naked girls, you're going to hell. So it's like, you know, I was very like sexually repressed. And then, you know, I found porn, and I throughout all of high school, it's like I struggled with porn because I'm like, you know, oh, I'm going to hell. And I tried for like 4 years to like just fucking quit it. And it's like I could never make it more than like 2 weeks without going back. And you know, like it was awkward. Like my parents found out, and you know, the worst part about like parents finding out about porn is not the fact that they know that you're watching porn. It's the fact that they see what porn you're looking at, and then you have to have the discussions of like the shit you're into. And that was fucking awkward. And I feel like I hit a really heavy emotional rift with my parents because basically I was just trying to hide all of that from them because like I didn't want, even though I was trying to quit, I was not successfully doing it. And I was desperately hiding because I didn't want them to see what I was looking at, you know? I didn't want them to see the fucking weird fetish. Like, yeah, I've talked about it. My the first time I ever saw hardcore pornography was fucking Teen Titans tentacle rape videos on Newgrounds from fucking Zone Tan. Like, that's why I'm fucked up. Like, I've my intro to sex was not good. I also didn't know porn sites, didn't trust it. So I only used like Google Images, Wikipedia, which is like I got my sex ed from Wikipedia. So it's like I found out about like Vor because I was just clicking links on Wikipedia. Found out about Vor before I even realized that sex is not just inserting; you have to move. Like I thought that you just put it in and then like wait, like you're charging your phone. And until like I got on Newgrounds and I saw like the tentacles go in and out, and then I'm like, oh, that's how it works. So I'm fucked. And you know, and then fucking DeviantArt, Google Images, and YouTube. It's like I was fucking I was fucked. I was set up to become a fucking freak Shad Base Schooner. Oh yeah, and Shad Base too. That's another one. But that was like later. That was like, you know, I was probably like 16, 17 around that time. Uh, Whereas I was like on Newgrounds and DeviantArt at like 14 and 13, and that shit was not good for me. And like YouTube, there was a time where my parents put like a filter on the computer. So I used Google Plus. Like that was the only social media I used in high school. I was a Google Plus alumni. And I can say that to y'all because there's absolutely no way to find any of that anymore. Like I'm so glad because I made a fucking ass of myself on Google Plus. Like I was trying to start beef with other Catholic homeschoolers and trying to make philosophical debates about why you know violence in movies and sex on TV was based in red pilled. And then I made like posts like spectator sport out of like talking to like this fucking dumb like prude kid and being like anime's actually cool. And then he's like, no, anime is bad, and you know, it's not Christian. And I'm like, you're a fucking faggot, man. I didn't say that, but I remember my friend at the time, the Catholic homeschool friend I had, like before, like when I was younger, I was like, he like DM'd me and he's like, I don't like the fact that you're starting fights. It's not Christian. That was when I think the friendship died. I was like, yeah, you and I have nothing in common. and no one had. I didn't have common with anyone, and family included. I love my family, and they love me, but you know, I'm not like anyone in my family. I was the black sheep of the family, personality wise, value wise, mentally, like just I was the outcast to the outer world, and I was the black sheep to the family, and it just gave me the issues I got now. Because and not to say like, oh, I'm abused. Like I had to go to church, and I wasn't allowed to say fuck, and I wasn't allowed to masturbate, so I was abused. Like that's dramatic, but it does. I do think no matter what happens, no one goes out of escapes childhood without some kind of like insecurity or core motivator that they're trying to like prove wrong or try to like chase something. Everybody's got a hole that they're trying to fill. More ways than one, but the internal hole, definitely everyone's got that. Often people try to fill the other holes just to fucking get to that one, and I guess we'll get there. But yeah, no, I was like this repressed fucking pervert, and this freak weirdo, and this fucking just autist. Like I was developmentally behind basically until I was 20. I think 20 or 21 was around the time where I feel like I started catching up, and then by the time 22 hit, I was fully caught up. But and then after that, I feel like I got ahead where I kind of, maybe it's arrogant to say, but act above my age. Like I feel like I'm pretty wise beyond my years. Not always right. I mean, I fuck up a lot, but how I fuck up is more in, and we'll talk about it, but I fuck up in the sense that like I'm really connected to my mind and really connected to my heart. But when it comes to body stuff like exercising and dieting, it's always been hard for me because like I've never been present in my body. So it's like when I fuck up, it's usually that kind of thing. Like usually I'm pretty emotionally and intellectually honest, I'd say, and pretty wise generally. Now I used to not be. I made fucking mistakes, I made shit that no one's ever hearing about. Like I started out this like, oh, I want everybody to know my story. I don't want y'all to know all the story. I'm hiding some shit. I'm not talking about all of it, but I'll tell what I can. I don't care about some embarrassing shit like fucking like, oh, my parents put a filter on my computer and I was an autistic weirdo. That's fine. There's certain stories y'all are not allowed to have. Certain things that there's like one that like nobody, like no ex, no relationship, no family, no one's ever found out, and that one's like fucking embarrassing. So now y'all are fucking teased with that, and you'll never know. Because that literally, I don't think it could like even come out. Like, there's no public record of it anywhere. Like, I never typed out words talking about it. But meanwhile, there's other shit that I have told exes that if they get vindictive enough, they'll probably just tell the public if I get famous. So I got that to look forward to. But let's talk about girls. So growing up around the Catholic homeschoolers, I fucking I was surrounded by just stick in the mud, none in training prudes. Like every girl I ever met, except for my sisters, literally every girl I ever met until I was 14 years old was humorless, just no personality, just fucking, like rule followers, just fucking like hall monitor ass nuns, and I hated all of them. I never met a woman I liked. And then when I turned 14, joined the Sea Scouts and was around normal kids for the first time. The first two, when I initially joined, there was two girls because it was co-ed, kind of like venturing is. So there were girls and guys, and great, getting hiccups on stream. But so the first two girls that were there when I met him, one was a total bitch, and the other was a complete fucking ditz, like she was just dumb as rocks. And I liked them better than the girls I grew up around because they at least had personalities. But one was like completely like nothing in here, and the other one was like just a bitch. Like she was just really rude and antagonistic. But then the third girl I met through that, I fucking I that was love at not at first sight, but it was like I fell for her hard. I'm not gonna say I loved her because I didn't know her. Like realistically, like I don't think it could ever develop into that. But it was as strong as infatuation goes. That's like as far as it goes. And no encore Slim Shady retrospective fans, we're not at the crushing breakup I made up. I'll get to that. I'll get to that one. Um, but yeah, so basically from 14 to 18 for 4 years, I was just obsessed with this girl. And the reason was because she was funny. She was really funny. She was you see that on Twitter that that fucking crackhead girlfriend meme that everybody's like, this is the most fucking embarrassing cringy shit in the world. But like that was my first crush, was like the girl who was like beans and like beans and toast and and fucking always making like weird faces and like making weird sounds and like, but it's like it was someone with a personality, and at the time I thought she was funny, and I mean maybe she was, I don't know. I haven't seen her since like I was 18, but fucking I don't know. It was like the first girl I met who was like funny and like had a personality and like opinions and was like, I don't know, it was like a person, and I fucking fell head over heels for her. I was like singing to myself. I was like drawing pictures of her while in the same room as her. I was like, and I got caught, and I was like so fucking embarrassed. And then I was like, I was just like singing like love songs all fucking day, every day for like 4 years. I was like, it was bad. And the thing is, as much as it was like a pervert dealing with like the porn stuff, it was never sexual. Like my fantasies with her were like, we're going to go to the park and we're going to hold hands. It was super wholesome because like I couldn't even imagine like kissing or sex or any of that. Like I didn't equate the two at all. And like I spent 4 years. Now there was a period where I was doing the middle school thing in high school because, and I guess I should clarify how I met these homeschoolers in high school. I did this thing called co-op, which is basically where a bunch of homeschoolers get together and have school. Um, and you have homeschool moms being teachers, and fucking we had a fucking my biology book was exploring biology through creation, or exploring creationism through biology. That was the name of my biology homework textbook. And oh god, the fucking like the old fucking moms that were like the teachers there were fucking insufferable. Like there was a point where I was like go like we would have to go to mass every like day, or every like midway through the day, like after lunch or before lunch, we would have to go to mass. Like they've made us do it. And I would just go into the bathroom and fucking jerk off sometimes. And if I didn't jerk off, I would just go into the bathroom and just chill. Cause like I didn't, at that point I was starting to start to have doubts in Christianity around like 16, 17. I was like, by the time 17 hit, I was like full blown atheist, but like around 16, I was like doubt was starting to creep in. And it's like I would just like go to the bathrooms to like hide and not go to church. And the fucking old bitch, like one of the old teachers, walked into the boys' room of like it's a high school. It's like I'm like 16. She walks into the male's bathroom and like screams at me to go to mass. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, God, I hate fucking people like that. I that never left me. I always fucking hated people like that. But I got distracted. So the girl, yeah, let's call her E. So I was obsessed with her. I was fucking. I was like, we would go on like trips because of sailing trips, and I would like buy gifts and like put it in her bag and shit. It was fucking embarrassing. But then by the time like 4 years of that, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I did the middle schooler thing where you bully your crush because you don't know how to deal with your feelings. So I like bullied her for a bit. But then my friend at the time, who honestly, he's the guy who like introduced me to like libertarianism. He's the guy who was like gave me advice about like how to dress and how to like he was just a cool guy. Like he was, I think he understood why I was a freak loser, and he genuinely like tried to help me through it. And I don't think I give him enough credit. That guy was fucking cool. I need to reach back out to him and see what he's doing. I think he's in fucking Rome or something, like he or in Germany. I think he's traveling across the world because I follow him on Instagram and every so often I'll see it. But no, that his name was Chris. He was cool as fuck. But yeah. So for like a couple months, I was bullying the girl because I had strange feelings I didn't understand, and it was a way for me to interact with her. And it wasn't like mean bullying. It was more like I was more like, haha, you're dumb. Like it was like really fucking immature shit like that, or like like it was like teasing almost, but kind of bullying. But then the tables turned, and it turned, and my friend Chris basically teamed up with her. And for like 2 years, they just fucking constantly bullied me back. Like they teamed up to bully me. And I liked it because of the attention, but fucking, yeah, no, it was fucking, I don't know. It was embarrassing. I cringed so much at a lot of that shit, but makes you who you are. So I can't hide from it. But yeah, 4 years in, I was like, senior, leaving Sea Scouts cause you got to leave at, 18. And, I basically finally got the balls to ask her out. I asked her, to go to fucking, I wanted to go to a movie, or I asked her out to a movie, and it was the fucking Brothers Grimsby by fucking Sacha Baron Cohen with the fuck. It's a movie where they go into the elephant's asshole, and then the other elephant fucks the ass, or fucks. They go into an elephant's pussy, and then the elephant fucks the pussy, and they just drown in elephant semen. Like that was the movie that I invited her to. I didn't realize it at the time, but I knew that she liked comedy movies, and that was the comedy movie that just released. So I asked her out. She said yes. And then like half a day or like a day later, she calls me and she's like, "Hey, so is this like a date date?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I would kind of like it to be." And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not, I don't think we can do that." And then I was like, "Oh, fuck. I was broken. I was fucking fucked up." And I was like, that like messed with my brain. I was fucking emo as shit after that. But I think I did move on from her. And I don't even think it took that, for as long as I was into her, it didn't take that long to get over it. Like it was really intense, but it like burned really heavy. And then, it kind of like dissipated before too long. And I think a lot of that had to do with what I was doing after the fact. I guess I should also mention another factoid. I had a flip phone. I didn't have a smartphone. Everyone else had smartphones. I had a fucking flip phone. So like just to add you know, like what kind of fucking dork I was. Like I did this one sailing program, not with my Sea Scout team, but with another one. And I swear to God, I was like 14, or I was like 15, and I was getting bullied. This is the first time I ever got bullied, like actually bullied, like not just like teasing or like, like jovial, like, haha, you're stupid, like actual bullying. And it was from a 12-year-old, like it was from someone who was like 3 years younger than me, but I was like developmentally like 5 years behind. And he was just like, he could smell the blood in the water. He could smell my weakness, and he jumped straight for it. And I was just losing my fucking mind on it. Cause like, I grew up super sheltered. There was no such thing as bullies in Catholic homeschool co-op, and there was no such thing as bullies in normal homeschool at home. Regularly didn't sleep with any of my teachers either. But I saw an Instagram reel. It was so fucking funny. It was like It was like homeschool, like the home parents are trying to give them an authentic experience, so they're just bullying the kid and like shoving him in a locker, like the parents are doing it, and then it just gets really uncomfortable when the mom like starts making moves at him on prom, and it's like, oh my god, this fucking so funny. It was really uncomfortable. Where was I? Fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, I had a flip phone. I finished Sea Scouts at 18. I might circle back if I forgot anything important. Oh yeah, no, at 16 I had my first job. I was a lifeguard. Um, I was not a good swimmer, and not, but it was like a minimum wage job. It was like I was a lifeguard at like this aquatic center attached to like the high school in the city I worked at. Um, so and what's fucked up? Oh yeah, I forgot. Sometimes the girl that I had a crush on was in the swim team, so sometimes she would show up, and like I would like fucking like freeze, like I was like fucking, that freaked me out. But like I mean, I can't blame her. I was a fucking like I was really autistic. Like I was definitely too autistic to have like that. If we went on that date, it would have been like the worst experience of her life, probably. Like I was not ready for it, and I realize that now. It took a while, but I realize now I wasn't ready for it. But yeah, I turned 18, and then I tried to get into like dating, like trying to find like people. I guess this is kind of we're hitting a point where I don't think I can talk about like if I was on VC, I think I would talk more in detail, but over stream with like everyone can access it. I have to go kind of more vague because it has to do with like weirdo stuff. But basically, I kind of had no confidence in myself to be able to find dates normally. So I had to like search in circles and find weirdos. And I'm not going to go too specific with that, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Like I had to weirdo search, or I thought I had to weirdo search because I had no confidence in myself. And I'm like, even if, you know, it like nobody would ever accept me and want me because like I don't know anything about it. But like if there's a common interest of the weirdo shit, then maybe they'll be more understanding about it. Um, and like I searched for like a while on that with no hits, and then eventually I got a hit. I messaged one person, and I didn't have a cell phone, so this is all like over desktop. So not no Tinder, no anything like that. I'm talking like weirdo sites. Um, and I messaged this one lady, and I'm like, hey, dude, like cold calling, like, hey, give me a chance. I'm very new, and it's fucking embarrassing. But she's like, hey, I'm not interested, but I know someone who might be. Let me introduce you. And then, fuck, what's her name? I guess I shouldn't say her name publicly, but that's how I met this one girl, right? And basically, it was the first time anyone ever like reciprocated anything. Like it was the first time anyone ever like I don't know flirted with me, or like treated me softly and kindly. And we basically set up a date. Um, and what's fucked up is she had kids. Like I was like a fucking 18-year-old with the mind of a 15-year-old, and the first girl that like I ever went on a date with had fucking like had kids. Like it was fucking like I was in way the fuck over my head. But I didn't have options at the time. Um, she was like a major 21 Pilots fan. Like she was obsessed with 21 Pilots. And what's fucked up is her teeth were fucked up because her ex-husband. Oh, that's another thing. She was divorced. She had an ex-husband. Now she was like 20 and I was like 18, so it wasn't like a huge age gap. But um, yeah, her ex-husband, according to her, I don't know how accurate that is, in hindsight, but according to her ex-husband, like took a baseball bat to her face, and that's why her like teeth were fucked up. And she had like a bunch of fucking trauma and shit. And for me, this is my first experience with a girl, so it's like I was unprepared for those waters. I didn't even know what a red flag was at that point, much less, aware of them. But basically, we went on a date. We went to fucking Cotton Patch, which is this shitty little fucking restaurant that they have in Dallas. Um, I took her that I picked her up. So like first, like, and the butterflies in my stomach are like worse than anything I ever had. But I picked her up, and I'm just like, and some of this is going to be in this comic, actually, the one that I should be working on right now, but I'm not. But the the there's some stuff that I pull from real life in the comic. Most of it is fiction, but there's a couple things that like did happen, and one of them was that I fucking freaked the fuck out. Like we were driving to the restaurant, and I was just like freaking the fuck out. And one of the reasons I was freaking the fuck out was because I was just like completely unprepared. Like I was overwhelmed. I was overstimulated. I was like really self-conscious, and really like low worth was hitting. And I'm like, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never even held a girl's hand before. I've never even gotten a hug before. I'm like, I'm so scared. I'm going to like mess it up. I'm like freaking out. And, poor girl, like, like, but she, I think out of pity, but she, it's like, I never held a girl's hand. I'm freaking out. And then she like, I'll never forget this. I forgot her name for a while, but I'll never forget this. She kind of shut me up, reached her hand out, and basically just offered her hand and just let me hold it. And I think that was super healing, but also like that was like made one of the biggest impacts of anything in my life, was this like me freaking out, and then she just like reached her hand out, and then I grabbed it, and it was just like, it was like a magic movie moment. I don't know. And then, we went to the restaurant and we chatted a little bit. Then we went back to her place. And then we went to a room. And has the blowjob story been told publicly? Regardless, it fucking everybody always jokes about it, so I had no reason hiding it. Basically, things escalated very quickly, and I went from never holding a girl's hand to getting head. And it's like I basically like was very overwhelmed, and basically at the end of all of that, I was like cuddling. We were cuddling, and then I was just like, I said the stupidest, because I was overwhelmed. I didn't know how to process what I was feeling. And I'm autistic, so I said, I love you. And she did not take that well. Like her facial expression immediately, keep in mind, this is the first day I've met this person. Like we talked for like a week and a half, went on a date, and then I said, I love you. And that obviously freaked her out, and then basically, after that, she basically like said like, I don't want to talk anymore. She blocked me, and I'm like, that I spiraled bad. I was like, and I think that was when I said, I think we're getting to the point. I don't remember exactly, but I think we're getting to the point where I said something about the crushing breakup that left me depressed for weeks. It was not a breakup. It was, I got blocked after one date where I said, I love you after a blowjob. I think it was that one. It could have been another one. I need to look at the timeline, because what video was that? Do y'all remember? Because by the time, if it was after the Eminem show video, then it wouldn't have been that situation. Because by the time the Eminem video was being worked on, I was in another stage in life. I don't remember which video that was. Encore review? Okay. Sorry, I just looked at the chat right as you said that. But encore review. Okay, so that wasn't the situation, because this would have been more around the time of like the Slim Shady video, or like Marsha Mathers. It wouldn't have been Encore. What the fuck was going on in Encore? I don't know. I'll go through the timeline, and then I'll try to pick part what I was talking about. Or wait. So when I was talking about the crushing break, I need to watch it again, because when I was talking about the crushing breakup, maybe I was talking about it, but it was like, months at like 6 months after the fact. I forget the context of it. How puke was too juvenile for you after your crushing breakup. Okay. So I would have definitely been into Eminem at that point. Okay, yeah, I was definitely okay. I think I was talking about the date that I got blocked afterward. So that was the crushing breakup that left me depressed for weeks. Um, and then after that, I don't know how much of this I can say. Um, so after that, okay, I started going to like weirdo sex clubs. I'll just rip off the band-aid now. I started doing that. I was a virgin, uh, but like I just went to them because like I found out about it, and I started going at 18. I didn't do anything. I just kind of watched. Like first one I went to, fuck, should I talk about that? Fuck it, whatever. So I went to like this dungeon sex party thing, and it was a Christmas thing. And the first thing I saw was this woman becoming a human Christmas tree, and she just got Bladen. Just like good time, Bladen. Everybody say hi to Bladen. He's been AWOL, but he just sent me $2 to kill myself on stream. So I guess we'll see. Should I say it a goal for killing myself on stream if I get like $20 or something? Uh, fucking Bladen, I fucking love you, man. You're fucking awesome. But yeah, so I saw this fat mulatto bitch get fucking Christmas lights and ornaments stapled to her flesh. That was the first time I went to a kinky sex party. Um, and I was still a virgin, and I don't know. I kept going, but like I didn't do anything. I just like I didn't even really talk to people. I just had my like red Solo cup, just fucking like just watching. It was fucking stupid. Don't let CFC weirdo see this. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Um, but so fucking so after that we get into the my sister's college roommates arc, and I got to figure out how much I can talk about this. So my sister was in college. She's like 3 years older than me. And she was roommates with her two best friends. One was a complete bull dyke lesbian, and the other one was kind of a whore. Not a sex worker, but just kind of a hoe. Um, and both of them were like fat, but it's like it is what it is. I mean, I'm fat too. Like, what am I going to judge? But basically, they introduced me to alcohol, and the first time I got drunk was with them, and it was a magical fucking experience. Um, and basically, the my sister's roommate, that was kind of a hoe. Basically, we never dated, but we were messing around a little bit. Like we kissed, um, and my first kiss was the in between the handheld and the blowjob on that first date. So I broke the seal on that kiss. Um, but fucking yeah. So like we would make out. I would like fucking suck on her titties and shit. Um, I hope this doesn't get. I guess this probably should. I probably should age restrict this after. Probably be wise. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. But yeah. I don't know. I'd like we would get drunk. I'd suck on her titties. I'd fucking would make out. Would make out in front of my sister, which was probably not great. But my sister's like super asexual, and I don't even think she like understood like what was happening. To be honest, she's kind of autistic too. And I think I kicked it more than she did. Like she's a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, and like loves like Undertale and Sonic and Transformers and shit. Which, yeah, I was a Sonic fan too. Oh, I skipped over that. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Brief detour. Yeah. By the time I hit 12, I was obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog, and I was absolutely like that was all I would talk about was Sonic. Like I would live. I would eat, breathe, and sleep Sonic the Hedgehog. I made Sonic OCs. I played Sonic the Pervert 2 on Newgrounds and got caught by my sister one time. Headstrong, I'll take you on. I really want to play that on stream or make a video. We're playing fucking Sonic the Pervert 2. If y'all don't know what Sonic the Pervert 2 is, it's fucking funny as shit. It's like huge muscle bound Sonic girls, and you just take a fucking hand and you're just stripping them little bit by little bit while a robot chases you, and the fucking Headstrong by Trap just plays on loop. It's so fucking funny. It's so good. But yeah, fucking and then after that, I found Dragon Ball Z Kai, because Sonic got me interested in Dragon Ball Z because it just plagiarizes Dragon Ball Z. And then my two oldest siblings, I got three siblings, two older ones that are like 12 years ahead, and then one that's like 3 years ahead. That, you know, Julie, you know, the one who's on my channel. Okay, and then she contributed $4 towards the suicide fund. So we're working up. I'm not going to tell y'all what the goal is. So just keep sending me money and I might kill myself. Logan says Sonic Bros rise up. Fuck yeah. Sorry you have to listen to all this, Logan, but I'm glad that the first time that there's something to say. But and then I got really into fucking That Guy with the Glasses. Like I watched every every video, not just Nostalgia Critic video, every video Duck Walker was featured in. The only thing I never got to was the Ask the Guy videos, because I just never got to them. But I watched every bum review. I watched every cameo he made in every video on YouTube. I literally would like find like forum posts cataloging every cameo Doug Walker had. To Boldly Flee and Suburban Nights were tied for my favorite movie for like 2 years, from like 15 to like 17. Those were my favorite movies. And I got super fucking into anime. Like I got into Trigun and like some manga, like Rurouni Kenshin and shit. But I got and then the library had One Piece and Scott Pilgrim, and I got into those. I figured out how to pirate anime, so I started watching Soul Eater, and I started watching Gurren Lagann and shit. And those, like Gurren Lagann, Scott Pilgrim and One Piece, I think were like the three pieces of like media / content that were the most influential to me. Like Gurren Lagann changed my fucking life. Like all of the positive attitudes I adopted that only recently kind of started falling apart. I'm kind of jaded now, but I'm working on getting back to the positive person I was before. I lived my life super fucking positive, and a big reason for that was Gurren Lagann. It's a joke that I've told before, but with Scott Pilgrim, Scott Pilgrim's got a really good message, but I didn't catch any of that when I was 14. I thought that the message of Scott Pilgrim was that you need to be adorkable if you want girls to like you. And that was my takeaway from Scott Pilgrim, which is not at all the right takeaway from Scott Pilgrim. But I was dumb. And then One Piece I didn't realize until I reread it recently and got back into it. But like One Piece my ethics and belief system are kind of formulated by One Piece. Or at the very least, it was like a huge influential thing for me. Gurren Lagann too, but like I don't think it like fully fostered until later, where I started like getting into politics. Like I said, my friend Chris got me into libertarianism, which like, you know, kind of opened the door into politics. And actually, how I guess I should mention, because we're in the college days now. Like we're in like 18 through. I got an associate, so I was only in college for 2 years. But yeah, right now we're talking about 18, 19 age range. Yeah, fucking like I forget what I was saying. Fuck, whatever. And college is a whole nother thing. I talked about my college experience when Mumkey interviewed me, because my college got shot up. And I told the school shooting story. I think I posted it on my second channel, and it's in the archive too. Which, don't worry, I'll update the archive with all of the streams and all the new videos that are missing from it. I'll update that probably when I'm wrapping up the channel. Get it all knocked out in one fell swoop. but yeah, now the college stuff was annoying. I thought I was going to be a filmmaker. And then once I got a taste for that world, I realized I didn't want to do that at all. But where was I? So, yeah, my sister's roommate. So I was drinking with them. I would go over like every weekend, get drunk, um, and then like fool around with my sister's roommate. And then one day and we kind of started like, I guess the word would be a situationship now. We're like friends with benefits, but like, not particular. Like, I think I wanted a relationship out of it. And well, okay, first let me. So we were drunk, and she basically told me, and I think it was a pity thing. I think she wanted to have pity sex with me because I was still a virgin. Um, oh, and at this point, I was working as a dishwasher, not as a lifeguard. I moved up to dishwasher rank, which I had that job for 3 years, so I'm going to be in dishwasher territory for a while. Um, but basically, um, fucking, she's like, out of pity, she's like, "Hey, I think I'm cool with having sex with you, and I think we should have sex, but we're both shit faced drunk right now, so I don't want to take advantage of you. If you're in the morning when you're sober, if you want to have sex, we'll have sex." And then the morning hit, and I basically went up to her and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, no, I want that." And then we had sex, and it was fucking raw dogging because she was on birth control, and I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, but it's like, it wasn't great, but it was like, it was nice to like have it out of the way. Um, and then yeah, like this weird, awkward situationship, friends with benefits sort of thing happened between me and her. But like, I think I wanted a relationship and like emotional support, and that's not at all what she was in for. So we broke it off. And like I said, I didn't have feelings for her. Um, and basically, I didn't really have feelings for anyone between the girl that the first date, the blowjob girl, the first date girl, between her and my first long term relationship. I didn't really have feelings for any of the people I'm talking about in between. But yeah, fucking we broke off whatever weird thing we had, which was probably for the best because I was super unstable and unhinged and all over the place, and she was like not there for that at all. Like she was not, it was like it was not going to work. Uh, so then I've lost my virginity. I'm going to weirdo sex clubs. I finally figured out this thing called kick. Um, and so then begins the worst year of my life, 2017. I was 19 years old, and everything up until that point had been, oh yeah, and I guess I didn't talk too much, but yeah, at 17 I became atheist and basically felt distant from my family for a while. Like felt completely disconnected because like I basically just had to hide my entire like mindset and belief system from them, which caused a lot of distance and I think caused some resentment back and forth. And also they had trouble transitioning into me being an adult. Like I think by the time I was 19, they transitioned better into it. But the first couple of years, or the first like year or so, I think it took them a little bit. Though once all of the, because my parents were like super like fucking up our ass, fucking strict. But then like once all of the kids were adults, because like I was the youngest, once that happened, I think things became a lot more chill. Like they've mellowed the fuck out like so much. Like I enjoy their company a lot more now. Like I don't know. I do love my parents, but yeah, I think they don't really get me. But it's like I found peace with that. I think I still want other people to understand me and accept me, but like I'm okay with my parents not because I know they love me and it's fine. They don't have to get me. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the worst year of my life, 2017. I was 19 years old, and I had began the hoe phase. I had found Kick. I wasn't on Tinder. I found Kick because a group I was in basically used that as their group chat. And then I found out that there's like, oh, you can go, like, I had no idea what Discord even was. And I didn't really know anything about dating apps like Tinder. So I found this thing called Kick, and I'm like, so I went into a bunch of different groups and tried to like meet people. And basically, I jumped into a hoe phase, and I jumped into this world I was not prepared for, and it went really bad. Some funny stories came out of it, but primarily what happened was just I was getting hurt a lot, and I was hurting other people a lot. And I wasn't really realizing either were happening until it was too late. And that fucked me up, I think. Funny stories from this time period include the time I accidentally peddled meth. A girl on a Kick chat was like, it was like local Kick chats, and like a girl was like, "Hey, I need a ride. Can anyone give me a ride?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll do it." I wasn't like, there was no agreement for like sex or anything. I was just trying to get good boy points. Um, that was my actual retarded brain thought process. And then she's like, she told me that she told me, like, she gave me an address to pick her up at, and she told me she had like, she told me, oh, I got some snacks, I got some water bottles. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And then she's like, I got some ice, and she said that after the water bottle thing. So I thought that when she said ice, I was thinking like ice, like for a drink. I didn't realize that she was talking about methamphetamines. Um, so she had so basically, after I picked her up, she asked me to stop at a gas station so that she could drop off something to her friend. And I'm like, okay. Like, my brain's like not even processing it. And then I I fucking the friend pulls up, and it's this guy in a fucking it's this homeless looking guy in a hoodie, walks up to the car. She hands him meth. He hands her money. And then I'm like, oh fuck. They're peddling meth, and if a cop stops us right now, I'm aiding and abetting, and my legal defense is I'm retarded. I'm too stupid to know what's going on. That is my legal defense. Like, I'm fucked if something happens. So after that, I'm a little upset. I'm like, hey, what's going on with that? And then after that, she flips the switch and starts getting flirty. She starts like feeling up on my leg and shit. And if any of this sounds familiar, it's because you're one of the few people who saw my college short film, Heavy Mental, which basically has a recreation of this entire thing, basically beat for beat. But yeah, basically she started flirting with me and basically implied that we'd have sex, and then went to her place, and she just shut the door on me and like basically had me fuck off. So I just did all that for nothing. That's one of the funny stories. Another funny story, which was definitely not funny at the time, but is really funny looking back on it, is there was this girl, and we were gonna hook up. She sent me an address. I went there. It's just this meth shack. It's like fucking run down in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she pulls up in a car. She screams at me to stay in the car. She pulls a shotgun out of her trunk. And then kicks down the door of the meth shack. And meanwhile, I'm like, what should I do? Should I go? Should I stay? Like, I'm like freaking out. And then she like walks out, and she's like, okay, it's safe. You can come in. And so then I walk in because like, I don't know. I don't want to upset this person. And I think on some level, I was probably just seeing if I could get like a hand job or something. No comment on if that happened. But basically, the fucking she just ranted about Milo Yiannopoulos for 2 hours, and then I think I don't remember. I think I got a hand job, and then I left, and then uh, I didn't block her because I didn't learn my lesson, and then there was like in that Kick group, she was like trying to like fucking talk shit, like she was trying to like fucking like I was talking to another person, and she was like having like a fucking BPD meltdown, trying to like fucking I don't even remember. She was like trying to fucking like say some shit about me that was like fucking crazy. So I blocked her. what else? Like I said, I can't share most of it. Like I was getting flaked and ghosted like every day of every week for like a year. Like I was constantly trying to like meet up with people, and people constantly ghost and flake with me. And then when they didn't, it was always weird and uncomfortable. Um, I had sex a couple times. There was a couple people that I like. Oh yeah, okay. So now we're to my first ever relationship. So there was this one girl in one of the group chats, and basically she invited me over to her place, and we fucked, and basically it was like we had some sexual chemistry, not like perfect, but we had like some, like we were both horny, you know. Um, and basically I took her to the weirdo sex club thing, and I caught a major fever. Like I was like 103 fever, and I was getting like delirious. Like I was sweating like in the corner of this fucking like sex club. Like I was just like had a fucking fever you can't sweat out. Um, sorry. And I'm just like on her lap, just like delusional, like fucking fever. Um, and basically somehow, some way, we got in a relationship while I was fucking having a major fever. Thank you, Dakota. $10, damn, appreciate it. Wrecked. Yes, no, this stream is going to just have a lot of incriminating shit on it. It's just gonna be a lot of fucking there's not a lot of W's in this stream, so don't get too attached to the idea of me winning. But yeah, I'm just fucking feverish with this ugly fat chick with like a major lisp who like has no job and like kind of smells bad. And we basically decided to get in a relationship, and we decided it's going to be an open relationship. And basically the rule is that the other person has to approve who the other person like, dates or, fucking sleeps with or whatever. And basically that ended up with her having 5 boyfriends and me not being allowed to see anyone but her. The only time I got to see anyone but her was when we decided to try swinging, and we drove out to fucking Weatherford, and if you know anything about Texas, fucking Weatherford sucks. It's like boonies, fucking meth town. Like it's far from everything. It fucking sucks. I hate Weatherford. But we drove like 2 hours out to Weatherford um, to meet up with this couple who lived in like bumfuck nowhere. And basically she was like fucking around with the guy. And then the wife who I was gonna fuck had no teeth. My life fucking rocks. She has no teeth. And so basically we're all in bed. All 4 of us are in bed. And I get a blowjob from the fucking toothless girl. And you would think, like, there people make comments about like, oh, I'll pull your teeth out so that you get that good gummy blowjob. Like they don't know what they're talking about. So she assumed because she didn't have teeth that it was just going to be nice and gummy, right? She's grinding the bones of her gums on my dick, and it's the most fucking painful shit. Like I cried. Just I got the world's worst blowjob from a fucking toothless woman, just grinding her jaw into my dick until I'm crying. And then, and meanwhile, my girlfriend at the time is just getting fucked by another man. Like I'm fucking now. And in my defense, I did not love her. I had like no feelings for her. I was just like, it was a sex thing, really, and not even really that good of a sex thing. Also, I got like, so she was like super immature, and I got to this point where I was like kind of parenting her, which was like not at all the move. Um, and then so then the couple that we swung with got a divorce because the guy was too much into the girl, and I don't know, it was stupid, but um basically then the girlfriend who fuck it, should I just use names? Her name's Cam, fuck it. So basically she wanted to meet up with this one guy, and this guy lived in California. He did not believe in safe words. He was a registered sex offender. People were DMing her, warning her that she was a sex trafficker. He said that she would not be allowed to have her phone when she came visit. He was into crucifixion and mutilation, and basically, um, like she was gonna get sex trafficked, and she was like, "I want to meet up with this guy," and I'm like, "No." Like I didn't love her, but I didn't want to see her like be fucking human trafficked. So I'm like, no, absolutely not. Are you stupid? And then she like buys a ticket, or she's like booking a ticket to go meet up with him. And I'm like, I said no. And she's like, I thought you were kidding. She literally told me, I thought you were kidding. I fucking explode on her. I'm like, no, I like fucking, I'm like ripping into her about how stupid it is. And then she like breaks up with me. And then I reach out to her other 4 boyfriends and basically have each one of them convince her not to go. And then she didn't go. And then that's the end of that relationship. It was a 3-month relationship. And it was fucking nothing good came out of it. It was fucking useless, and I did not enjoy it. And it was my own fucking fault. um, so then after that, the hoe phase continued for the rest of the year, the rest of being 19. And then we get into the shit that's like serious. Like, I think I don't know if I should talk about it here. I've talked about it on VC. I've talked about it more or less publicly. And I mention it in the album I'm working on. But basically, there's a situation. I won't go into too many details. I think I'll allude to it, but I won't talk too much about it. But basically, there's a situation where I was like, I was sexually assaulted, and it was, or I was raped, and that was not a good time. And I kind of set myself up for it, but it went way farther than I was comfortable with, and it was like a situation where I was trying to get it to stop, and the person wouldn't. Eventually, we did. So but it was like it was bad, and I felt really scared at the time because I was like experimenting with my sexuality. I was trying new things I had not tried before, and I was basically getting pushed to go farther than I was comfortable with. I had no concept of my own boundaries, and so it got broken. And basically, yeah, it was a bad time. And I work the next day because it kind of didn't hit me immediately, but then work the next day, I fucking broke down crying, and it was like fucking, it was bad. And for the longest time, the only person who knew it was my manager, because she and I were actually pretty good friends, and I kind of wish we still were. I don't know. It's like I hate all these friendships falling apart when they're people I really do fuck with. Like she got married the other day, and I sent her text saying congratulations, and we never had any fucking like bad blood or anything, but she like just didn't respond, and I'm like, I'm happy for you. Like you getting married is awesome. Like I support it, but I don't know. It's like shit happens, I guess. But she was also the person I bought Adderall from, so I guess there's that. Um, and she was kind of a gossip buddy, so I told her about all of my shit. And around that time, I'm definitely not gonna go into this too much. I'm gonna say this: never raped anybody. So congratulations, we did it. We didn't rape anybody, but I just like I didn't understand my own boundaries. I also struggled to understand other people's boundaries. And I think the big reason why is because I was delving into this world of like sex, and hookup culture and everything. And meanwhile, I had no one I knew who I could talk to. No one in my life at that point. Like, my best friend at the time was Catholic homeschooler. My, I didn't really feel comfortable opening up to most other people, and then I couldn't talk to my family about it. So it's just like I was diving headfirst into this world, but I had no one to like teach me anything, and I was really fucking autistic. So it's just like shit that like I don't know. It's just like I feel like I used a lot of people, and I you know pushed people into I like made people uncomfortable, and it's just like shit that I legitimately didn't know better, but it was just like fuck. Like a lot of that kept me up at night. Like one of the ones that didn't keep me up at night because I feel like it's I corrected it pretty quickly. Was like I was sexting this girl like a lot, and then we decided to meet up. And basically, we're talking about like, oh, we're gonna fuck like this, we're gonna do this and do that when we meet up. And it's like we got like super specific about like, hey, this is gonna be a sexual thing. We meet up, we go to a couple places, kind of like date kind of thing. And basically, we're in the car. I put my hand on her thigh, and basically she gets really uncomfortable, and then I pull back and I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. And she's like got really uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't, yeah, like I didn't understand like the touch barrier, and I don't know, sometimes you can even do that and it's fine, but I mean, like I didn't have the ability to read the situation, read the room. And like I said, immediately I pulled back and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean, to like make you uncomfortable. And then after that, she like lied, being like, oh, my sister's in the hospital. I need to go. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then she blocked me. And I was like, I felt like at the time I felt mad. And then afterwards I'm like, oh, that's why, I just, it's like, I wish I had help understanding this shit. Cause I was really fucking autistic and stupid, Um, and then, like I said, just other things where it's just like using people or just fucking getting hurt, or just fucking like having no standards. And like, thank God I didn't catch an STD. I could have so easily just fucking got the clap, and I escaped that whole hoe phase without any STDs. And thank God I did. I think toward one of the last embarrassing stories at the end of it was I was so down bad that I there was a hooker, right? And I basically paid a hooker and didn't sleep with her. Like she just asked me for money, like being like, "Hey, I need money," and then I just gave her money, and then didn't sleep with her. It's like, I think she like asked me if I wanted anything, and I like tried to cuddle with her, and then I cried, and then she's like, "Okay, no, no, you gotta go," and I'm like, "Okay." It fucking sucks. I was like I said, I'm very like, it took me a long time to realize how emotionally like sensitive I am and be able to like function with that. Cause like I couldn't function with that for the longest time. Um, and so then we're coming to the end of the hoe phase. Let me also clarify. At a certain point, I got off Kick and I got on Tinder. And I know Tinder sucks. I don't like Tinder, but compared to Kick, like I went from like shotgun lady, meth lady, being being sexually assaulted and getting in a relationship with fucking open relationship with a girl who tried to be sex trafficked. Like I went from all that shit to just normal girls who like weren't mentally ill, or at least less mentally ill probably. And fucking I don't know. I got flaked on all the time. I got ghosted all the time. But I also went on kind of a couple normal dates. And there was this one girl I started talking to, and that became so. It was this black girl, who was Jesus freak. She was a super Christian Jesus freak. She was a Green Day fan, um, and she was like super like, but she was also horny, like she very clearly, like I saw be a bit of myself in her, because like, I grew up feeling sexually repressed and feeling guilty for it, but then I found like the sense of freedom in like being able to like express it, and I wasn't expressing it in healthy ways. That didn't come until later, but basically I saw this girl who was like, you know, was super horny, like was really into like wanting to do stuff, but then also was like really guilty about it and really like religious. And we got together and we dated for 3 months. And basically, it was this constant push and pull where she was trying to get me to convert to Christianity. I was trying to get her to be sexually not repressed. And looking back on it, I was probably like, maybe like shouldn't have been pushing her on that. But like at the time, it wasn't even like oh, I want to get mine. Like it wasn't even like that. It was like I said, I saw myself in it, and I was like, oh, I don't, sexual repression is bad. You shouldn't feel guilty. There's nothing wrong with feeling pleasure. And ultimately she called it off after 3 months because very clearly we weren't compatible. I felt like heartbroken about it for like a day and then got over it like immediately because it was like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, I that wasn't right. That wasn't the move. But basically after that, I don't know how much I can talk about this because I'm going to be talking about a person who does, does care about their name being talked about, and is involved in the community, or was involved in the community. So then, the first date I went on after I broke up with Jesus Girl was KP, my nearly 4-year long relationship, my first long term relationship. And I guess, at this point, so we're in 2018 now. So 2017, worst year of my life. Fucking hoe phase, got hurt a lot, met crazy people on Kick, got some funny stories, but mostly just shit that makes me really sad. Um, but, but then 2018, I started to calm the fuck down. I was with a man. I almost said there's a million Amandas. The Jesus Girl was named Amanda. I was with her, like pretty early on, or like it was like end of spring, beginning of summer. But like we were talking before that, and I kind of just calmed down. I stopped like hooking up as much. The hoe phase was kind of dying down, and then when she and I got together, it is over. But yeah, 2018, if y'all remember, if any of y'all are OGs, that is the year my channel got deleted. So I was dealing with that. So that timeline wise, around the time of the Kevin beef and my channel getting deleted, we're in like May of 2018. I'm about to start dating Jesus Girl. My hoe phase is done. So all of those videos beforehand were in like the earliest videos on my channel were in the virgin loser days. And then after that was the, awful life, horrible, hoe phase shit. So, think of that next time you make fun of me for saying Surge Knight, because I hurt too. I bleed just like you. But stupid. All the attempts at humor in this fucking stream are fucking trash. Like, it's a good thing I'm going serious because I cannot fucking entertain y'all by myself. I need other people to be funny. Is this parasocial enough for y'all? Are y'all feeling like my best friend Tim? Who is this enough to like stalk me? Just generally curious. So my channel gets deleted. I'm dealing with all that. Y'all know the fucking channel shit. And if you don't, then fuck you. But so then I meet KP, and she has issues. I probably won't go too much into that relationship. If you know, you know. But she's a broken person, very broken. And very early on, she was love bombing me pretty heavily, and kind of like the way BPD, like personality disorder people do it, where they really like bring you in, and then just like the switch flips. And that's not to say like she didn't treat me good ever in the relationship throughout the 4 years. You know, I was there was a lot of times where I was happy, but I basically fuck, I don't really know if I can talk much about the relationship. I feel like, because now we're getting into the territory where it's not anonymous strangers, it's someone who a lot of y'all have interacted with, and it's like what I say on here I feel like has a lot more consequences and ripple effects. um I'll say some things though, because I mean I've made diss tracks about her, so it's like, and she's publicly tried to fucking like drag my name. We made up, but we'll get to that later. And kind of unmade up too. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Um, but basically, I was in love with her very early on in the relationship. Basically, she was like, "Let's have no boundaries." And important to say, like, I'm sexually repressed, and then she was like, basically dealt. She had a very fucked up childhood, and overexpressed sexuality because of that, and because of that, very early on, I think we just ran into a lot of mistakes. Once again, if you know, you know. If you don't, you won't know. But basically, I fucked up pretty early on in the relationship, not out of like no, like not unprompted. Basically, she was like, "Oh, anything's okay," and then we kind of just went too far. And I felt so guilty about that for the whole relationship that I basically kind of just justified her being emotionally abusive to me for 4 years because I hurt her once accidentally. And also, like, she had like a super tragic past, like the amount of shit that's happened to her is like unfucking believable. Like, it sounds like a fucking X-rated Lemony Snicket book. It's fucking crazy. So it's like, and I won't out that publicly, like all that shit. But it's like basically between her being just this massive victim, like genuinely a victim of just like horrible shit. Like no one in her life was good up until she met me. Like that red flag when girls are like, "You're the first nice guy I've ever been with." Like it's like that, but like times 100. Like, good God. So basically, between her being like this victim and then me hurting her early on in the relationship, I basically just kind of coped and justified everything that she did to me throughout the 4 years. And she was, like I said, I won't get specific, but it was not a good time. She was very emotionally unstable and just did not treat me well. And I guess I'll say this: I got cheated on like 38 times. I think that's important context. I got cheated on like 38 times, and I was just like, I kept giving her second and third and fourth and fifth chances. We broke up in 2019 and then got back together. And like I said, if you know, you know. If you were there, you know fucking how tumultuous it was. She's kind of a drama whore and always fucking like picking fights with people. She's still picking fights. She got fucking she got roasted by Beardson on Twitter the other day, and that was fucking crazy. Like I was like, that was like, god damn. But yeah, I kind of breezed past and at that point I went on hiatus for a year because I burnt out creatively. I switched. I basically figured out that I didn't want to become a filmmaker, and I abandoned that dream entirely because like I started working on I worked on movies, and it was like completely fucking like I hated it, and I just hated how it worked. And I think Hellbenders, if y'all know what Hellbenders is, the Zach Hadel, Cycle Pebbles, Chris O'Neill, Onienji fucking cartoon before Smiling Friends, before whatever. Zach and Chris were making a cartoon series. It got picked up, and then basically it got canceled, and they're just not allowed to make it. Like they lost the rights to their own property and their own art. because of just basically with film and TV, you have to get like hundreds of people to approve something, and it's like screenwriters work their entire fucking lives. Like they'll make like 50 movies, and then only one of them will get made, and it'll have to go through rewrites for another person until the vision is not at all what it initially started out as. So it's just like the amount of creative, like I'm really attached to my creative stuff. So the idea of my passion project just losing that in the fucking film and TV fucking hole is just like made me leave that entirely. So I kind of at that point I didn't really know what I was doing anymore. Um, I was trying to be a YouTuber, but then fucking that wasn't working, and I went on hiatus. I got burnt out. Um, I'm not drawing on this comic right now. Okay, so I think the move is that I can't multitask, and I'm not even going to try. Like I because also just to start this like art stuff, I'd have to like full blown like get into like the perspective and try to like outline it out, and like this was a bad idea. I can't multitask. Maybe I could if it was conversation, maybe, but like trying to like hold a monologue about like my life story and keep it not getting too messy. I don't think I can do this. But yeah, so um, and then I worked on 8 tracks, and with music, I kind of found a new. I got like a pep in my step creatively. It's like I'm like, oh, I hated making movies and short films and hate working in that. Um, I was originally going to do 8 tracks and music as just a fucking experiment. Like I was just going to see if I like doing it. I didn't think it would turn into anything. And then when I was working on it, I loved doing it. And when I released it, like I mean, 8 tracks has shrunk on me quite a bit. Like it's a not a very good album. I don't think. Like I appreciate. I think I did a good. I think I did a good job for how fucking out of my element I was, and how little resources I had, and just how little knowledge I had. I think I did pretty good, but definitely if you compare it to anything after 8 tracks, it's very weak. But also, God shit other than the first verse goes pretty hard. I think there's moments on it that are pretty good. Um, so then, after that, my shift focused towards music, and I think after working on a bunch of YouTube videos, like I did like the Crashbox video and I did the Trollland video, and I put so much hours into editing just to have literally no one care, no one give a single solitary fuck about it. Um, to the point where it's like my only videos that were getting any traction were the ones that required no effort. So it's like I kind of stopped putting effort in, and it's like after that, like I think I released that fucking 17 review and the fucking 3 album quickie thing, and I just didn't make another video for like a year and a half after that. I streamed, but I didn't like do any videos after that. Now I was grinding on music, and I think I worked really hard on it, and I like what I love Chapter One, I love Emergency, I love Kingdom Come. I don't love every song, but I don't know. I think after 8 tracks, I think my music did turn out pretty good, and I wish it got the ball rolling more. But yeah, I guess I'll get into that in a minute. I'm fucking fading on energy too. Um, uh, and we're getting closer to present day because I'm going to gloss over most of 2018 to 2022 because most of my life revolved around the drama of my relationship with KP. And, like I said, I don't think the stream is for shit slinging like that. Um, so at the end of the day, I have to gloss over a lot of that. COVID happened. Oh, that's important. Fucking COVID broke my brain. I guess let's talk politics briefly. So in college around 2017, I started getting into conspiracies because I fell down the Dan Schneider rabbit hole. And Dan Schneider gets you into pedowood, and pedowood gets you into Epstein and all of the pedophilia and politics, and that gets you into the Clintons, and then that gets you into, and basically I just got into conspiracy theories, and then I was developing my personal philosophy and my political philosophy little bit by little bit. Like I got into objectivism, like Randy and shit. I kind of went back and forth with different flavors of libertarianism, and my own personal philosophy, adjusted and shifted. Really, realistically, up until finding objectivism, um, I was getting close to creating objectivism. Like I was kind of laying some of the groundwork down and like coming up with these ideas and constantly like, challenging ideas in my head until like they were sturdy. Like I would like try to poke holes in ideas and ideologies that I would experiment with until I found something solid. And I was slowly working towards creating objectivism, but then I was getting into Rucka Rucka Ali because his music was funny. And I was into the YouTuber Best Guy Ever, and basically, or wait, no, it was Sargon of Akkad interviewed Rucka Rucka Ali, because Rucka Rucka Ali is very weird politically because his parody songs are very fucking political, but there's no clear message. Like it's just he kind of just shits on everybody, and it's just really racist. And it's kind of like what like I was wondering like, oh, I wonder what he actually believes. So then I watched he and Sargon had a because I was into the skeptic scene. I was into Sargon. I still like Sargon. A lot of people don't, but I still like him. I think he's a very intellectually honest person. Even if I don't agree with everything, I think he's a good guy. I don't know. I always liked him. Most of the people from the skeptic world do not get the same flowers from me. I don't know if anyone does. I don't know. It's like Blair White, I don't have beef with, but I don't follow. I don't know. Occasionally I'll see a tweet from Blair White that's like fine. I thought it was funny that Alex Jones on the Kyle Rittenhouse stream that they did on Tim Pool's stream, Alex Jones and Blair White just sitting next to each other, and there's just like this fucking crazy sexual tension that's just so fucking funny because Alex Jones is the funniest, is one of the funny. Like Donald Trump and Alex Jones are two of the are both funnier than 99.9% of all comedians in history. Like they're not funnier than Norm Macdonald. They're not funnier than like Patrice, but like Donald Trump and Alex Jones are both naturally funnier than most comedians, and it does not take watching them very long to see that. But what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, I got into objectivism when Rucka Rucka Ali explained it on Sargon's podcast, and I'm like, holy shit! I agree so much with what he's talking about, but I also don't understand like half of what he's saying. So then I fell down the rabbit hole of just like getting into it and like exploring the ideas and like basically deep diving it. And basically for the next couple years, I tried to hone and develop my personal philosophy. And now it's like I don't agree with objectivism on everything. Like there's certain things, like for instance, I think objectivism is flat out wrong when it comes to patents and copyright. And I don't think that that's because I disagree with the core principles. I think I disagree with their conclusion being the proper application of those core principles. But yeah, the philosophy was a big thing. Politics was a big thing. And COVID fucking broke. Like I basically just had to like I was into freedom, like libertarian, objectivist. Like freedom was such a big thing for me. And I just realized that not only is the world going to be cruel and oppressive and there's nothing you can do about it, but like 70% of people want to be slaves. Like 70% of people want to be oppressed and don't want to be free. That fucked me up. Like I still feel so much like unresolved anger from COVID. Like that shit was fucking evil. Like I um in a fictional story in Minecraft, like my vote was when I voted on the Minecraft political poll. I voted so that I could see Lego Anthony Fauci's head be put on a fucking pike and him to be beheaded in fucking town square, fucking get raped by every man, woman, and child, fucking Trevor Moore style. Fucking now, COVID made me mad. I haven't forgiven people from that. Like motherfuckers were fucking like that shit was evil. Um, but then so yeah, I guess that kind of covers the basics of that, or at least everything I want to cover from like 2018 to 2022. 2022, KP and I broke up. Very messy. We made diss tracks towards each other. One of them is fucking. One of them is unlisted. If you know, you know. That one's fun though, but I couldn't justify releasing it publicly. It was fucking. It was heavy. It's a banger though, and her diss tracks suck. Her music sucks. Like her and I are not on like terrible terms right now. Like we kind of made up, but her music's fucking so bad. And she's still like an unhinged, like kind of psycho, but like she's trying, and she's trying to be better, and I wish her the best. She's struggling to get, but I don't know. She's doing better. Whatever. No, fuck it. But so 2022, I broke up 4-year relationship. I was really fucking hard because I loved her. I really did. I loved her so deeply. Um, and life without her was like impossible to understand. And it's like I so fucking deeply loved her. Like those entire 4 years, like I did a lot for her, and I don't say that in like a bitching way. I wanted to do a lot for her. I wanted to do more than I did. I really loved her, and I really wanted to save her from the constant hell she was creating for herself and for me. It's like it was sad, you know, but it's also like I grew so much in that 4-year period. Like the person I was in 2018 and the person I was in 2022 are like night and day different. Like I became an adult. I think that relationship forced me to grow up. And I was not even close to growing up before that. I was consistently like developmentally behind. I caught up to social cues, but I was still like not emotionally mature. And I had to grow up because I had to. It's like surviving that relationship required me growing up. And I think let me see. So after the breakup, I kind of hit this point where so first of all, like I loved her, but she basically started publicly airing out my dirty laundry and talking about all my sexual baggage and trying to turn people against me and like turn mutual friends against me after like I really tried to make it cordial after the breakup. And after that, I like basically went from loving her to just full blown hating her. And basically for the next year, we were mortal enemies, fucking constant shit flinging, just fucking like I said some shit about her that, while not untrue, was very fucking like very impolite. And she was like going psycho on me and like threatening me and shit. It was like it was just fucking mess. Um, but I hit this point where I'm like, I deserve better. I told myself I deserve better, and it was like a switch flipped, and it was like I got over her so fast after that, and it was like a new me. It's like and I felt free. Like I hate being single. I prefer to be in a relationship, but after I broke up with her, I felt free. Now I still wanted a relationship, and that's when I met the last relationship I had. And we met in 2022. We started dating. We dated for 2 years, coming up on three, like 2.5 years. Um, and we broke up last September, and I'm struggling still with that because unlike the 4 year relationship where it was a nightmare, like it was with a person who mistreated me, and basically I was in love with the idea of her, not with what she actually was. Meanwhile, with this 2 year relationship, I love her. I still love her, and it's not a delusional love. Like, she's not a bad person. She didn't mistreat me. Um, and I've just been really struggling. Like, that's what a lot of this comes down to. This fucking rut I've been in for the last couple months is just trying to cope. And she and and once again, this is a person who I really respect and I really love, and I don't want to hurt her in any way. KP, it's kind of I'm trying to be careful, but it's also if there's a little bit of hurt, I'm not like gonna lose sleep over it. But with this other person, she I miss her. I don't know. We I feel like I don't agree with the breakup. Like I don't think we should have broken up. I think we're good together. I think we're compatible. I think we have a really deep connection. But she broke it off, and not in a way that like she's a bad person for. Like I understand it. She's afraid of the future. She doesn't know if she can get what she wants out of her life if we're together, and that's fair enough. But trying to picture my future without her is difficult. Life has kind of not had color since we broke up. Um, but also, she and I keep going back and forth. Like, you know, there's this hot and cold going on where we both want to get back together, but she also doesn't want to get back together. Like, she's conflicted, and then meanwhile, I just want to get back. And it's just this like push and pull, and it's been really hard on both of us because we're both in kind of this limbo where we can't get back together, but we can't live without each other, and like we're talking every day still, and it's just like I don't know. I don't know how to cope with it. Like, how do you get over someone that you have no reason not to be in love with? Like, I guess the reason I have is that like, oh, she decided not to share our future together. But it's like I'm not mad at that, you know. I understand. It's just it makes me sad. I don't know. Surprisingly, KP and I actually patched things up in the aftermath of my breakup because she actually genuinely did help me through some of it. Like not even like a weird way. Like she actually, to her credit, I think grew up a lot and became something like I don't know. She helped me and she's still got issues and I think ultimately we realized that we can't really be that much on talking terms. Like it just doesn't work. But to her credit, I appreciate the help she's given me and throughout the breakup process. And I don't know. I'm kind of like, I guess we're kind of done with TimLore, and I'm just now venting about what I'm going through right now. Um, I don't know. Did I miss anything? I don't know. I talked about religion. I talked about girls. I talked about career path shifting. Oh, beginning of 2024. I guess it's important to mention that I spent 4 years working on music and just had nothing to show for it other than, projects that I think are good, but like no audience. Like the people who listen to my music by the time chapter one dropped, the only people who listened to my music didn't even like my music. Like I had no fans. I think now I got a couple people from, um, the Uncle Bladen new Nenshi sphere. Um, and I don't know. I guess I appreciate that quite a bit, but I don't know. I really wanted to make music work, but I think ultimately I couldn't figure out how to put, because there's people who would enjoy it definitely, but I could never put it in front of the people who would enjoy it. And I think that's a failure on my part. I'm not good at marketing. Um, and also, like, I'm not good at catering to an audience. I've just never been good at that. Like, it also doesn't help that my music's all over the place, both tonally and sound wise. So it's hard to like I can't just fit into a scene. I can't just like if people like one song, that doesn't mean that they'll like the other ones because that song may sound like nothing like the rest of the catalog. On top of that, I'm kind of done. Like I have one more music project left, and then I just don't have any other planned. Like I don't have any other ideas for any of them, other than canceled albums. But I'm transitioning those into the Blade and Ice canceled album. I'm taking the concept of that and trying to make a comic one shot out of it, and I think that's going to be kind of fun. Um, but and I guess I don't know how much I should talk about this, but Blader and I kind of finished collaborating. Like we finished what we were working on together, and I feel honestly, I know he's. I don't even know if he's in the chat, so I don't know if I should even. Like I said, I think I'm creatively. I think I'm a tyrant, and I'm really trying to work on it. But it's like I'm not good at being flexible with that shit. I really get like obsessed and like into like heavy with my creative projects, and I guess for whatever it's worth, I do apologize to Bladen for like being a fucking hard to work with. Um, it's probably too little, too late, but and Bladen and I are cool. It's not like the friendship's gone or whatever, but it's like I don't know. I could have handled things better, and I guess I do kind of regret not. But also, it's like Bladen and I think make great art together. Like every time we've collaborated, other than like classic love songs, every time Bladen and I collaborated together, it's been fucking gold. Emergency is fucking amazing. It's so good. And all of his feature songs on both Chapter 1 and Chapter 11 are fucking awesome. Um, we work really well together on an end result basis, but when it comes to the process of creating together, he and I are like so different. Like he's very spontaneous, I'm very planning focused. He tosses out every single idea. Like it's a Bladen project when it either A doesn't come out or B gets deleted. Um, Meanwhile, like I archive everything, I keep everything up, and I quite frankly, I probably stick to ideas that should be dropped. Like I think Missed Calls is a terrible song. Why did I make like 3 revisions of it to clean it up when I still fucking hate it? Like I probably shouldn't have fucking put the time and energy into that. So I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm right and Bladen's wrong, but it's like we hate. Well, okay, I liked working with him because I think he's a fucking genius. Or no, I don't think he's a genius. He is a genius, and I appreciate him being a genius. Bladen is so fucking talented. But I'm hard to work with, and I think, like I said, we make good stuff together, but we didn't work well together. And I don't know. I just wish I would have been a better friend sometimes. I think I dropped the ball a couple of times, and I don't know. I guess I'm sorry. Right now, I'm definitely sorry. But also, it's like it's not like the I'll never talk to Bladen again. Like he and I are still talking. He's chill. He's a good guy, and honestly, like I'm not gonna out any of his business. I'll just say this: he seems to be doing well, and I'm fucking happy for him. Like I hope life treats him well. Same to fucking all the people that I've been working with and shit. Like I guess I don't know. I've talked a lot of negative stuff, but ultimately, I made a YouTube channel. And I didn't make a lot of good friends. I've had a lot of good experiences. The relationship that I'm heartbroken over right now was an amazing relationship with a beautiful, amazing person who every day of sharing life together was just, it was great, and we did a lot of good stuff together, had a lot of great memories. I've, I've I shouldn't complain because I've seen some beautiful shit in my life, and I have people who love me, and but it's just like, everybody, like I said earlier, everybody's trying to fill a hole, and it's like mine's not filled. And I think even when I was in the relationship, it's like it wasn't filled, but I could find peace with that. It's hard to find peace now. I've been hitting the gym. I've been dieting. I've lost 40 pounds. I've been doing everything I can to self improve. I've been working on comics. I've been working on creative stuff. I've been trying to do a career shift. I've been working hard. I've been functioning, which is good. I've been moving forward, which is needed. It's good. But I'm miserable, man. The color's just gone, and I don't know how to fix that. Like my birthday's coming up, and it's like I want to like do something exciting, and I like there's nothing exciting. Like I wish I could get like Bladen down or Nenshi down or Logan down, Howard down, Brant down, Bell. No, never mind, not Bells. No, fuck. I love you, Bells. You're awesome. Fucking, I wish I could get friends down. Like I don't have all of my best friends are out of town. I wish I had friends here. This shit sucks. Like I'm lonely. I'm really fucking lonely, and a big part of that is the relationship thing. But the other half of that is that I don't have any best friends here, and it's like, but with both relationships and friendships, I'm a weird puzzle piece, and I'm not compatible with a lot of people. Like I can become compatible with anyone if I like put on a mask, but like the authenticity is so important to me that like I need to be myself. Like if I'm in a relationship, I need to not hide anything. I need to be completely myself with no filter. And in friendships, it's like I kind of need the same thing, more or less. Like obviously, I don't come to them about everything. I try not to like dump like like I try not to dump myself. I say that. There's the other night. I don't know if Logan and Nenshi and or Bells are in here, but if they are, they can attest there was a fucking wild VC. I had a fucking like mental breakdown on VC, and it was so fucking funny. I lost my shit. I was fucking, I can't. I literally can't repeat any of it on YouTube or publicly. I said some foul, evil shit. It was so fucking funny. Logan's just cackling, laughing the whole time, and I'm just like fucking losing my fucking shit. I'm oh man, I wish I could tell y'all what happened that night. If y'all catch me on VC, I'll try to fill y'all in. Like if y'all catch me privately, like I'll fill y'all in on some of the fucking shit that went down that night. But like, goddamn, I can't. That none of that can be public. Like, it's so fucking funny. I'm sorry to leave y'all hanging for the people who can never see, but like Logan, Nenshi, Pels, y'all are fucking awesome. Like, fucking, this shit was fucking great. Uh, like I said, there's a lot of good in life, and I shouldn't. A lot of this has been negative, but you know, it's not all bad. I just want to be happy again. Or not, like I don't have to be happy all the time. I'm okay with crying and being miserable, but it's been like kind of relentless. It's been like a nonstop sort of thing. Like I don't know. You got to balance out the miserable with the happy, and it's just not been a good balance. And I'm trying to figure that out. But I'm staying productive. I'm losing weight. I my belt doesn't fit anymore. Like there's not a like I go to the last hole and like it's so loose. Like I need a new belt. That's awesome. Like I'm losing. I lost 40 pounds since October. I was under 200 for the first time in like 6 or 7 years. Um, and now I'm over. I'm at like right. Like I checked this morning. I'm like right at 200. Um, but I lost a little bit of weight when that came back after I got sick. Um, but I mean, I'll be under 200, consistently, like without being sick, like probably within the next week or so. Um, so there's good shit. Um, I don't know. I'm lonely. I want friends. I want Blade and I want to hang out with Blade. I love hanging out with Bladen so fucking much. Like you have no idea. Bladen is so fucking fun. And like Matt's fun too. I love hanging out with Matt in person. Um, even when he and I like shit fling at each other, like Matt's really fun in person, and like Andrew's fun in person, and everyone else I want to meet because I think they'll be fun in person too. It's like I don't know. I wish y'all were here. I don't know, or I wish that it was easier to like get everybody together. Um, and then yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna come out of the stream solving the heartbreak problem. I think I just have to deal with that until I eventually can get to somewhere. Um, but yeah, I guess that's TimLore. I don't even know how much I've been fucking going on fucking going on stream. 2.5 hours. That's okay. That's not bad. I thought it would be 4 hours. I I'm gonna go ahead and catch up on chat because I have not been looking at chat at all. And then I might see if there's anything I missed with Tim. But honestly, y'all have the timeline. I can just plug in later. Like if I have a Tim anecdote that I can spill in later, then I can like fit it in or whatever. It's whatever. So um, Nacho says hi Tim. Hello. Uncle Bladen says $2 if you let Joe Chill World debate gender with you live. We already did that, but I'm not opposed to doing it again. I think that could be fun. I full stop. I don't like Joe Chill World. I think we have a serious personality clash, and I don't think that we're ever going to get past that. But I do think arguing on stream is good content. So you know what? If he wants to, I'm down. Fuck it. Um, then she says, "Yes, we're so back. Let's fucking go." Nacho says, "I really think your Scott Pilgrim video is one of the best ones you've ever made. It explained perfectly the problems with the series. I fucking like. I'm so passionate about Scott Pilgrim. Like that series means so much to me. So like, I appreciate the fact that video was well communicated because I really needed it to be. Um, we're so fucking back. Project. Oh god, I just fucking unloaded. I just talked about my fucking rape and unloaded my whole fucking history in front of Project. What the fuck? That was probably a bad idea. Joe Chilwell says the whole gang's here. Project said Tim peddled fucking meth. I take it back all the shit I said about him not actually being hood. Then again, Chuddy's trying to fuck druggy chicks. Ain't nothing new. BPD druggy chicks. Dakota sent $10 with a sticker. Tim goes full Destiny. I don't know what that's referring to, but that can't be good. Bladen says probably the most like important thing in this whole stream: information that Guantanamo Bay couldn't torture out of me. Yeah, I this was probably all a bad idea, but I don't know. I don't regret it. Like I don't know. Fuck it. Like I'm gonna die one day. I want people to know my life. I don't know. Fuck it. Tim, I'm going to be honest. You've single-handedly created your future ED page with this video. Yeah, I mean probably, but it's like I don't know. It's like I don't care. Like I don't know. It's like I don't feel fucking bothered by it. I don't know. Maybe I will be. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning. I'll be like, fuck. I gotta like fucking private the stream. Probably won't, but I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, I have a pretty comfortable relationship with vulnerability. Okay, now I don't have a comfortable relationship with vulnerability. I have the opposite relationship with vulnerability that most people do. Most people don't like being vulnerable. I really like being vulnerable. Being vulnerable makes me feel human. It makes me feel secure. It makes me feel like accepted. I don't know. Um, and like I said, I mean, if any of y'all come out of the stream like looking down on me or you don't like me after this and I share too much and that's too much, it's like at the end of the day, all I shared was me. So it's like if y'all don't like me for it, then I mean, was I supposed to just keep like this facade going? Like, I don't know. I just don't want to mask. I don't want to fucking. I don't want to pretend. It's like if you like me, you gotta just like me for like what I actually am. I don't want to hide. Not to say that I mean, there is shit I'm hiding. Like I didn't talk about a lot of stuff in there, and there's stuff that I will take to the grave and never talk about. But I mean, and honestly, I don't think I talked about too much that I would regret. But it's like I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's like I said, if any of y'all feel some type of way about anything I'm talking about, or if anyone thinks less of me, I mean that's just because I fucking did embarrassing, stupid shit. It's like I'd rather just own it. Like I don't know. It just feels fucking bad running from it. Like I don't know. Like I don't want to be afraid of my past. I'm already fucking scared of my future. I don't want to be fucking afraid of the past too. Um, what about long breakup that left you heartbroken after months from the encore review? I already talked about it. Rewatch the video or rewatch the stream. Then she's saying he spoke about it earlier. Keep up, Project. He said, "Holy shit, this fucking escalated." That's probably when I got raped. Probably. Tim, not looking that fat. Thank you, Doc. I have lost 40 pounds. I'm still kind of fat. Like I'm still, my BMI is like still extra, but like I'm just happy to be like going less than up. So fuck it. We balling. Tim Wendigoon maxing. I don't remember. I don't know what that's referring to, but I probably should have been keeping up with the stream somewhere along the way, but whatever. Fuck it. Stream boring. It was just stream on my channel. Bladen, I fucking love you, man. Fucking. For those of you who don't know or who are coming and rewatching this later, Bladen's fucking deleted all of his streams and has basically sworn off content creation entirely. So this stream sucked so much that he's coming back. Yo, no fucking way. Tim, can you pause the stream? I have to go take a dump and my phone died. I'm going to be honest. I'm catching this an hour later. I apologize for that. Don Trey took the bait about Bladen streaming again. Jesus Christ, that is sad. More than likely, it was. I don't know what you're referring to with that, but probably it might have been the rape. It might have not have been. Considering that this was after Nenchi's like, hey, can you pause? I gotta take a dump. It's probably not that. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably some shit that would like with the fucking girl. Girl just mentally ill enough to jack off to Shad. Well, yeah. So that's another thing is I met KP because she had a Shad based picture on her profile picture on Tinder. It was the Donald Duck Nazi one, and that's how we met. So we were kind of doomed to fail. Kermit's banjo starts playing. Yes, if you know, you know. Bladen has 30 viewers on his stream right now. Wait, did Bladen start streaming? Holy shit. Hold on, I gotta check this. Did Bladen actually fucking stream? Oh my god, Bladen did stream. What the fuck? Wait, really? Holy shit, I gotta watch that later. I had no idea who was streaming. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I probably lost all my viewers for that. Okay. Well, hey, that's good. I hope he keeps streaming. He's a good streamer. He can fucking carry some shit. That doesn't sound very objectivist of you. I don't even know what that means. We're referring to I guess responding to chats from like an hour ago where I don't have context is probably not the right move. But I mean, y'all wrote it. I'll fucking, I don't know. Fuck it. Emergency was fucking Kino, save for Basalt Bender. Basalt Bender is my best song. Full stop. That's my best song. So that is a wrong opinion, unfortunately. The following video is edited by Premature. Oh god, Tim is transitioning. What the fuck? What do you mean? Wait, what is Tim's transgender? Are you sorry? So sorry. God fucking damn it, man. The album's gonna release, and the fucking hook for one of the songs is just this shitty fucking meme because Bladen fucking leaked the track. It's fucking stupid. Everybody's trying to fill the hole. Yeah, they are. I already fucking equated it to sex earlier. The I survived pick with Tim and Andrew. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting recent. What about the Negro problem? You fucking. Yeah, I guess Howard ain't here to begin the stream with that. That would be fucked up if he started the stream with that, and then I just talk about like my fucking like package. Good luck with everything, man. Thank you. I appreciate that milk tea. I don't know who you are. I don't know if is that a limb, maybe? I don't know who that is. But I appreciate it. Tim, when Bladen came back for 30 minutes, he had 31 viewers all of a sudden. That's crazy. I mean, that makes sense though, because like he's good. Who the fuck still uses Encyclopedia Dramatica? Was it 2008? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I never used fucking Encyclopedia Dramatica. Like, it's got its purpose, but like, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's never my thing. Israel, cool. He says, will this video still be up tomorrow? I got work in the morning and want to listen to this over my shift. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to take it down. I think I'm going to leave it up. At the very least, I'm not going to private it. If I do take it, if I do regret it enough, I'll unlist it. And then if you want a link, I'll just DM me and I'll send you a link to it. But more than likely it will be up. It'll definitely be up in the morning, and more than likely it'll stay up. If it goes down, it'll be unlisted, Tim, I'm not gonna lie, it's really commendable to be vulnerable on stream like this. I appreciate that. I'll say this. I probably am too comfortable with being vulnerable. Like I said, I'm kind of like really like I don't know. It's like I said, there's like a security in being vulnerable that I I don't know. It's like most people, like I get it, most people never, will never do this. But it's like I wanted to do it. I still like. I actually kind of feel good about doing it. I don't know. It's like it's just nice to have my life like out there, the good and the bad. I guess this was mostly the bad. So maybe I fucked up. Maybe I should have made it a better like balance between good and bad. That's very possible. But the bad's more interesting though. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, oh, we went to go see a movie and we enjoyed the movie. It's like, I don't know. There's good shit though. Like, I had good shit with KP. I had amazing good shit with this last X. I've had good shit with my friends. I've had good shit with my family. I've had good shit with strangers. I've had good shit with YouTube. I've had good shit with fucking music. I've like, I'm not, I'm not like the most unlucky person in the world. I'm going through it. I'm depressed. I'm miserable. But, it's like, there's a good mix, I think, of positive and negative. And everybody's life is like that. But it's like, I just want people to like know. They're not people, like, and not everybody has to know, but it's like, if someone cares to know, I want them to like be able to access my life. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. Maybe that's like, maybe I'm being like parasocial with myself. I don't know. Maybe it's like weird. I don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'll regret this, but if I don't, then, I don't. It's either or. I know you don't like me and shit, but everyone has time, and that's respectable. Listen, I don't hate you. I think you and I have a personality clash. I think you and I do not get along, and that's just kind of how it is. That just happens with people. But no, I don't fucking hate you. Like I think you and I annoy each other, and I think that is completely fine. And I think we can make content together because arguing is fun. So like, yeah, no, fucking no bad blood. Holy shit, I forgot Tim doesn't read these in real time, so the posts are complete nonsense outside the context of the timestamp they were in reaction to. Yes, as addressed, yes. Could it give small tidbits in what you said on VC with Nenshi and Logan besides saying the N-word a bunch? No, it goes beyond N-word. It goes, oh man, Logan and Nenshi, can y'all think of anything I can share from that? I don't know if y'all are still here. I talked about fucking a girl in the ass, or accidentally slipped it in her ass, and then fucking shit went everywhere. That was one. I talked a lot about black women. I talked a lot about trans people. I talked a lot about Jews and Muslims. I talked a lot about I can't share any of it. It's so bad. I was just ranting. I was just like, I was in the most like manic rant of my life, and it was all just fucking nonsense. It's like I kept ranting about that statistic about like black girls and like herpes. And like just fucking ranting about like I'm anti-black girls. I'm anti-black girls. I think they're hot, and now I can't fucking. It's like fucking stupid. Like it was a bunch of ignorant, dumb, stupid bullshit. And it's one of those that it can't even be recreated. It has to be like you had to have been there. I don't know if I'll catch that energy again. But like I said, I said some out of pocket shit. I made a lot of. I was talking about my rape, and I'm just like ranting. I'm like, it was in the woods, and I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes in the woods while I'm getting raped. I was losing my fucking mind, man. I was fucking losing my gourd. So I can't go into more detail. That is the most detail y'all are going to get about that call. I literally can't talk about anything else. If Nenshi or Logan can point out something that I can say publicly, I'll expand on that, but that's probably where I got to leave it. It was a fucking that was a private moment. I was like, I came out of this stream being like, that felt good to get off my chest. I came out of that rant being like, thank God no one was recording me. Like that was not Gucci. That was not kosher. He streamed for 30 minutes. Yeah. Did you talk about the pedophile from the unsubscribed server that wrote an apology rap about infant CP integrate? I've talked about that on other streams. I don't need to talk about that. No, the nth situation, we've milked that dry on stream. I've talked about that a million times. He said he's never coming back. Wait, Bladen said he's never coming back, and then a minute later he says, I'm back. Yeah, he literally says he's not coming back. Then he says, I'm back. Oh, fuck. He's back. Unsubscribe. He brings the green after all. Oh, yo. Y'all remember Bust My Clip remix? Guess what I had to buy for that? Should I drink this on stream? It's midnight here. I really shouldn't drink an energy drink on stream. But tell you what, when we do a fun stream, I'm going to try Red Bull for the first time. Green Red Bull. Summer edition. It's not summer edition. It's green edition. It was winter. It was December. They don't have summer edition. But, I do what I can. Uncle Bladen, he back. Much like my daughter's next sample type. I'm just going to ignore projects. The Destiny shit reference to talking about your ex fucking 5 other guys. Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, no. It's not a Destiny situation. Here's why. Destiny's open relationship, he fucked probably more than the woman did. Destiny got so much pussy in that open relationship. I got a toothy. I got the toothless blowjob from hell, and I cried. So, no, Destiny mogs 18-year-old me or 19-year-old me. Like 19-year-old me can't compete with Destiny's fucking pussy getting. Like fuck that. No. I'm glad you'll keep it up for a bit. When do you think the first comic will be out? Oh fuck, man. Okay, so I got more. I'm still making tweaks here and there, but I got the first like 6 pages kind of done. But it's like 58 pages, so it might be end of the year before Degenerate issue 1 comes out. I'm gonna be also working on the one shot comic based on the concept for Blade and I's canceled album. I'll be working on that this year, and I'm hoping to get that done this year. But I don't know if I'll be able to. I need to outline it and then see what I'm like dealing with. I outlined it, but I need to storyboard it. And by the way, for that one, the main characters will not be Bladen and I. There's fictional characters that are going to be made up for it. And really, it's not even like personality really showing for either of us. It's literally just the setup and the concept for that concept album, and then taking that and making that like a fucking little short one shot comic. But yeah, as far as the comic being out, it's a slow process, man. I'm not quick with art at all. Like the shit that I showed earlier on stream, like this one, this took like 3 days to just for the 1 page. That's so fucking slow. So yeah, no, I'm fighting against myself with it, but you know, I'm doing what I can. My plan is to end the YouTube channel this year, to release my final album this year, and to have either Degenerate or that one shot done this year. No, I will say this. The channel, so with the end of the YouTube channel comes a channel related comic with the channel characters and channel lore. That's done except for one panel that is live action that I need to shoot. But artwork wise, the channel comic that I'm making is completely done. And it's funny. It's going to be funny. The art's not great, but it's funny. I think y'all will get a fucking kick out of it. It's really fun. I'm excited. I'm really excited for y'all to fucking see that shit. I think it's gonna be good. I'm pretty proud of it. Bladen is eating a sub, and it's really good. He cannot stop winning. Ever since he quit being a public figure, his life is just magically okay now. Good for him. I approve. I was expecting Bladen to go off about all the people he hated who watched his streams like Geo, Lifetime, Joe Chill World, and others. Was talking about how black women have a very high HIV rate. Okay, I will say this. I was talking about dry sex in Africa, which is where they put sand in the vagina so that it's dry. And okay, I feel myself about to go back into that rant. I'm going to stop myself before I say something regrettable. But goddamn, what the fuck? I didn't know Bladen hated me, but damn, Bladen fucking hates everybody. Bladen hates me. Oh, it's kind of a dry sub, kind of like the dry sex that African people do when they put sand in the. He never met a trans. There's so many out of pocket things. I was the topic of trans people came up, and I'm just like, I've never met a trans person whose room was clean. That's stupid. That was not nearly as bad as the other shit I was saying on that rant, but god damn, that shit was so funny. Oh my god. Oh fuck, Doug Wild. It's been a while. This is one of the rawest streams I've seen in a while. Keep your chin up, man. Huge respect for the honesty. Hey, Matt, I appreciate that. Like I said, this kind of vulnerability comes naturally to me. I probably should be more guarded, to be honest. So it feels weird getting like, roses for like, oh, you're so brave for expressing yourself and being vulnerable. It's like that's what I naturally like try to gravitate to. Bladen's calling. I think I'll answer, but I think I'll answer after I catch up with fuck it, whatever. Bladen's. Hello, Bladen.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh shit! I gotta not show my phone. You're. I have your like full name on. Okay. I don't think it showed. No.
Did you fucking doubt me?
No. I almost tilted my phone, but I stopped it. You're good.
Okay. So just keep me on stream.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I think I'm done with the sad shit. So yeah, I'll keep you on stream.
Okay. Cool.
Can y'all hear Bladen? I'm not caught up on chat, so I can't see if they can hear you. Okay.
I'm just home right now.
That's cool. Oh yeah, Bladen has a car right now. That's how much better his life is now.
Like, yeah, dude, that shit's been going really well.
Dude, I legitimately, you fucking like were due for that, actually.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry, I'm reading through chat right now. Uncle Bladen says, I met my first trans person IRL like yesterday. That's crazy. I guess I forget that you didn't go to college, and that you don't live in a big city.
I wouldn't have known. That's what was crazy about it was it passed 100%.
That's good. So did you like get down to like the shaft before you figured it out?
I fucking hate you. You're a bad person.
Just a lot. It's a joke, like the devil, like shady. Okay.
It was a female to male.
Oh well, okay. Well, that's. Wait. It was female to male, and they were passing. So it looked like a guy then.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right. So, okay.
What?
And
this part. Is that what you're insinuating?
I mean, I figured you got a car now. What else are you doing?
You thought that now that I have a car, I'm gonna start getting like man pussy?
Yes, that is the implication. Okay, I really hope people can hear you. I don't know if they can hear you.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, I feel like we're.
Well, okay. There's a bit wrong with that. I think I would judge people who I want to fuck a man who has pussy.
You want to fuck a man who has a pussy? Okay.
A man with a.
Okay, you're definitely not coming out on stream because you're cutting out on my end. But yeah, he's screaming he wants to have sex with a man with a pussy.
A man pussy.
I know I said no guess, but this is worth it.
I want to fuck a pussy.
Yeah.
I want to fuck a pussy.
Yeah. I'm not picky about it.
No, listen.
Holy shit, man.
Judge people. I try not to judge people. That's at the end of the day. I try not to fucking judge people. Okay.
Yes.
You want to suck a dick? That kind of makes a little sense to me.
Yeah.
But why would you fuck the pussy? You know what I mean?
Well, that's because men are gross and pussies are gross, but girls are hot and dicks are hot.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. Fucking.
Fucker, you're a real demented motherfucker.
This shit was never on the rails, and somehow it figured out how to get off of it.
I bet Sam Smith has a pussy.
That's honest. Yeah, okay. I can see that.
It does something, hopefully.
Dude, I would suck fucking Ellen Page's dick in a heartbeat.
What'd you say?
I would suck Ellen Page's dick in a heartbeat.
I don't know who that is.
Inception. She raped Dwayne from The Office and Super.
No way.
Yeah. That movie's wild.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So Uncle Bladen in chat says Nth was an actual friend of mine. It's kind of messed me up. Yeah, that was the worst thing Nth did was betray your trust.
That's normal,
right? Milk Tea says you're making this manic VC rant sound very interesting. Listen, Logan said it was the best night he's had in fucking a year. I made Logan's fucking year.
What are they saying about the man pussy?
I'm not down there yet. I'm still trying to catch up. Bust My Clip remix is something I'm unironically ashamed of. I like your verse, but it's fine. I think Matt unironically does not want to work with me because of my discography being comprised of Free Chris Chan, Sag My Pants 24, and Bust My Clip remix. I don't think so. I think Matt's just fucking lazy. Honestly, I think Matt's just not working with you because he's doing other shit. I don't think it's personal. The remix is worse than the original, and none of it is Nenshi's fault. Yeah, but okay, I disagree with that. But I like the original also, so I can't complain too much.
Which one do you think the remix is
better? So the beat is better on the original, hands down. The mix is better on the original. The recording's better on the remix.
Yep.
I like my writing and I like Nenshi's writing. So maybe I prefer the remix, but
the mix is bad on both. The remix is mixed better, but it's still really bad.
I don't know. I had to. I ran into a time crunch where I had to rush that one mixing wise. So I do take. Yeah, I think. I like the song, but I do think that the mix could have been cleaner, and not because Wes didn't do his job, but because I legitimately did not have the money to pay for it, and I didn't have the time. And it wasn't that important to hold off the whole project on. He takes my money to re-record his verse from Sag My Pants, but somehow makes it less good. $100 to rewrite his verse just to send the exact same verse with a worse performance. I hate Matt. I'm moving nowhere. Why do I try? Any creative endeavors are a complete waste of fucking time. Yo, Nenshi's spiraling more than I am. That's fucking awesome. We should get him on here. Nenshi, if you want to come on here, DM me. I'll send you a link, stream link.
Well, get him to join. We'll do a group call because I don't.
You want me to have Nenshi on the phone and you on the? Just fucking Bladen. Actually, just hop on the stream. I'll send you the link. Fucking. They probably can't hear half of what you're saying.
I'm driving right now.
You're on the phone anyway. Who gives a shit?
It's CarPlay. It's on the fucking. I control it with Siri.
Okay. Well, you're not going to be able to hear Nenshi because he's hopping on fucking the stream, but. I will communicate the important things from Nenshi to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That seems very. What's the word you would use?
Retarded.
Not intuitive.
Yeah. Dude, how am I getting the stream numbers went down? people apparently enjoy me fucking. Nenshi's losing it is his username. Hello, Nenshi.
Can you wait? Fuck. Can you hear me? Am I really quiet?
Okay, sorry. I just realized only one
microphone that I spent $130 on, only for it to be complete shit.
I just want to see if there are any interesting opinions about.
The rule of thumb, Nenshi, is if you're gonna pay Matt, don't pay him a lot, and probably don't pay Matt because he doesn't deliver when you pay him to do stuff.
He changed one word. He changed one word. He changed one fucking word. And no, he gave me the worst performance you can possibly think of because his dub track, he changed one word and it's what's the fucking verse?
Yeah,
what's the verse? It's I'm a pill addict, bitch. I won't kick the habit. If he's still talking, I'm gonna kick the habit. What the fuck? He says hatchet, I think. He says hatchet. He changed it from hatchet to mattress, and it was so fucking bad that on the dub track you can hear him say hatchet, but correct himself midway through. So it's if you're still at it, I'm gonna lift the mattress.
He's ranting. It's really interesting.
What was he?
So basically, Matt sent in the same verse but changed one word, but also flubbed the word he changed. And she paid him $100 for that shit, which is honestly
the night before. The night before, it was my L because he told me. No, he
Nenshi
told
knows
me
better. Nenshi knows better.
I know
because
better,
because
when
he's
he
friends
tells
with
me-
you, me, and Matt. Like he should know better.
When he tells me the night before, I'm
Yeah,
almost done writing it. I'll record it tonight. I'm expecting that it's not going to take him an entire night to change one fucking word.
I think I'm
You
just
know?
not gonna sleep tonight.
I would
Red
expect
Bull's
that.
good with that. Green. So I'll say this, Nenshi. Sorry, Bladen can't hear you, so Bladen's talking over you, but also Bladen can't hear you, so he can't engage in the This isn't working. But I'll say
Not
this
at all. This is a
about
terrible stream.
I'll say, it is now a terrible stream. The rest of it was good somehow.
No, this has been a terrible
It's
stream.
crazy how me and Ninja can ruin any stream.
Yeah.
And we're not even like on the same wavelength.
Yeah, no, literally, y'all are both ruining the stream with y'all can't even hear each other.
Well, I can hear him, just barely, faintly.
Paralleled campus.
Yeah. Oh, so everyone can only hear Bladen faintly. That's fucking great. God damn.
Probably even less now because I'm here and I'm talking over him. So, that's how it is.
Yes,
Everyone
Bladen.
can only hear what?
Apparently you're very faint on the actual stream. So if you're able to join the stream
Because
yard,
it's through a fucking phone, through your mic. So obviously,
Driving.
Bladen.
I told you, I fucking can't.
Join
listen,
the stream link.
Nenshi, it's
Fuck
Bladen. You have to do things a certain way with Bladen. You don't
That's
get
another
options.
thing. It's like
you don't get
I have to
options
do
with
things a
Bladen.
certain way for all of you
What
fucking
options
people.
are there?
Right now,
all
the
of
only
you
option
people.
is I'm aiming my phone at the fucking mic.
Well, put me on speaker.
You're on speaker.
Bladen,
Okay,
fuck, you
turn me-
can't hear me. God damn it.
Yeah.
Tim, can you tell Bladen to send me Matt's original vocals so I can
Oh,
just use those?
Bladen, Nenshi is requesting that you send Matt's original vocals so he can
I'm-
actually use good vocals for the
I'm gonna
verse.
put those on the album. I'm gonna put those on the compilation
That's-
that will be
Fuck,
back on
man,
streaming.
That feels bad.
Yeah, he's at 100.
Really.
I mean, I'm out way more than that. Matt stole a TV from me.
Okay. So I've been like really depressed lately. I don't really like to vent about it to people anymore because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a sore spot for me because I had to kind of had a spiral. It was just a whole year of spiral in 2023, and I
Always
ranted a
stealing from
lot.
Hawaii.
I ranted a lot, and I made myself look like a Bladen. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, Bladen! Shut the fuck up!
Nenshi's saying, "Shut the fuck up, Blade."
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Fuck up, Bladen.
Like he's saying it with etiquette.
So Matt's been like telling.
Etika?
Hey. What's the line? How does it go? What's the one line I did about etiquette?
Damn, almost.
Fucking, like Etika, you're taking leaps. No, that's fuck, man. Rest in peace.
That's Solemn Deus, you fucking narcissist. Even
Even
Etika couldn't fall to my level. Fuck you, Bladen. I hate you. You still up before I
what
could
song
say
is-
it.
Is that one of your songs, Nenshi?
It's from Antichrist Nenshi version.
Oh, okay. I need to listen. Have I
Guys-
heard that?
Yeah, I showed it to you twice. It has a bar about you getting raped.
That's awkward on this stream, but
Who's getting the better head, Timmy or Matthew?
Man,
god damn.
we can do is She's voice now, and what it would sound like is he tells you whatever it is he's telling you.
I don't. So if I unplug, you can hear Nenshi, but then we're gonna echo.
Like the Bad Meets Evil
Yeah,
song?
we'll do that because that's convenient. That's good for me.
Just tank the entire stream for your convenience while you're driving.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I mean,
Bladen.
yeah, that would be helpful.
I take
because there's a lot-
I take back every nice thing I said about Bladen on this stream. I remember why the friendship didn't work. He's a piece of shit.
Did you talk about me, you little bastard?
Yeah, apparently you were streaming. I didn't even realize. Like,
What streaming? Was you thinking about the potholes in my fucking on the road?
how the fuck were you streaming and yet you can't hop on my stream and you got a call? This is a bit. Just fucking hop on. We're down to 3 viewers because no one can understand you.
Yeah, you're pissing me off, Bladen, and you piss me off a lot. I don't think you really know it because I try to be like the suck up on your
Also,
stupid streams.
Bladen, you're cutting out like a fuck ton. Listen, I'm going to hang up and you can hop on the stream. I sent you the link and
Stop. Come on here in a second. Please.
no, the bit's done. It's already funny. It's just incomprehensible at this point. They can't hear you.
Please. They can hear me. I promise. I'll make them hear me.
They can hear you. I promise. That's what Bladen's saying.
Listen to me.
Oh fuck.
Almost home. Give me 3 minutes. I will be on my laptop.
Okay, just okay, that's fine, but let Nenshi speak for a bit because he's trying to.
No,
No.
I would love to, but I won't know whenever it's okay for me to speak. Okay, then she can speak whenever I'm at my laptop. Okay.
You heard the man, Nenshi.
Bladen, I hate you and you're a bad person.
My laptop. I'm going fucking 30 over the speed limit to get home. Okay.
Wait, no, Bladen, stop speeding. You go the speed limit.
Should I play my Antichrist remix just in full right now?
I feel like copyright on that.
Oh, that's true. Damn it. Well, should I rap my entire Antichrist remix?
I'm going 90.
Bladen, don't ever go 90. What do you mean it's 45? You're going 90?
It's 45.
Nope.
I'm going 90. I'm trying to get home as fast as I
No,
can.
Bladen, the phone's fine. The phone's fine. Don't kill yourself. The phone's fine. We'll make the phone work. We'll make the work. No, stop. Don't speed.
Ain't that about a bitch? I'm finally at the end of my wits as far as I can see. It ain't getting no better than this, so fuck it. I'm about to fuck a stage up with a black gauge, a trench coat, showing y'all the meaning of mad rage or rampage. Show me a hoe when I'm a molester. Once you get him started, there's a stopping the aggressor. Babysitting Daisy had her dressed in polyester. Felt her up and dropped her off to play with John Podesta. When me and Peter Scully spit rose the same broad. He put it in her ass with I'm fucking her face raw. Took it out and made a new hole with a chainsaw. Recorded it and then collaborated with Plague Mob. It's no limits to the fun that we can do. I gave a Chris picking up kids in the chat room. Hey, speaking of rape, I've been meaning to ask you, who was getting the better head, Timmy or Matthew? Then
it's Antichrist.
He's the Antichrist. He was
slice
and dice.
Well, no, ask him if it's Antichrist.
I'm gonna skip to the second verse.
Bladen wants me to ask you if it's Antichrist.
I'm not answering to Bladen. I don't like Bladen anymore.
Okay, she's saying he's not answering to Bladen. He doesn't like Bladen anymore.
Okay, so the next verse. So what the fuck I gotta say to make you faggots impressed? To fucking pay my lips red. Shut up. This is my best verse. This is like my best verse of all time. This is my best verse of all time.
Until now, was it the not letting him speak thing?
So what the fuck I gotta say to make you faggots impressed? To fucking pay my lips red, skin black as it gets, and take a stroll through the whole Minneapolis.
Middleman thing I could.
And pay the plug a fake 20 when I handle it fat. Yo, I ain't George, but I'll make a dyke curious, knock her up and leave her and her ex-wife furious. The shit I say ain't a joke, it's quite serious. So who the fuck you trying to provoke? Am I hearing this right? You want to incite the white devil? The one who said Satan's the hide to my Jekyll? Pain and misery is in what which I revel. Even etiquette couldn't fall to my level. I'm like Damon still taking the pill, jerking off a child porn, unrelatable thrill.
This is your return, great return.
Uncle couldn't take it, he killed himself, and that's why I read. Put his name in the will.
I didn't even leave.
Know that it's a twisted habit, but Jocko Non's still a limp-wristed faggot. I'm sick of people telling me I spit the whack shit. I guillotine clean when I lift the hatchet, pitch the packet, straight loading the shot. When it comes to these thoughts, I don't know when to stop. I'll be down to catch a case only if it involves me. Sodom and brainstorm, that's why they call me. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, and then Bladen wants to know if you hate him because of the not letting you talk thing.
Yes. Tell Bladen yes.
Then she says yes.
Oh, you know what? Okay. So the way we remedy this is you tell Nenshi to stop being a bitch.
Nenshi, did you catch that?
Tell Bladen that I will rap it again if he doesn't shut the fuck up.
And
then she says he's gonna rap again if you don't shut the fuck up.
I feel a little invalidated. Also, I hit another. I think this is the second gopher I hit today.
Yo, gophers there?
What do I have on my phone?
So.
What the fuck's a gopher? I thought that was like a made-up animal that they had in like Winnie the Pooh.
Do I have any good files on my phone? Let me see.
Well, Tim, whenever you have certain goals, sometimes it's best to go for it.
Okay. Slimy, go. No, I'm kicking you if you play copyrighted music. I want to actually.
Copyrighted. It's not copyrighted.
I want to monetize. I want to monetize my my breakdown.
Not like us.
He's playing Bust My Clip.
It's the remix.
He's playing the remix.
Yeah, that's like one of the worst songs ever made.
I hate you.
We're down to 2 viewers. We have alienated the entire audience. Congratulations.
Yeah, one of
both
them's
y'all
Joe
for ruining
Chillworld,
my
and the other one is
stream.
me.
Did I successfully kill the stream?
Yeah, you guys killed the stream. Good job.
Damn,
Wait. Don't play that one. Don't play that one.
Tim,
I love that one though.
He set me to play on my stream, and I can't play. You know what? I'm gonna keep it that way.
Wait.
It can go on my stream, and it cannot go on
it can
Tim's
go on
stream.
your stream?
Fuck you. Yeah, no. Bladen sent me that when he was blackout drunk and said, "The album's coming out. The album is coming out."
He's talking about So Cold.
The album is coming out.
Oh.
I'll say this.
Wait,
Bladen's best song, bar none.
That is, I think Bladen's best song is.
That's so weird. Why?
Listen, hold on. I think because Nenshi was asking me why.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm glad that Bladen's here because I was, I didn't say.
You and Bladen are not allowed to talk to each other until y'all are fucking both on the stream. Y'all can fucking have separate.
The conversation. I'm gonna turn my car off. I'm gonna hang up and I'm gonna go inside.
Okay, all right, Bladen. Okay, Bladen. All right, good. I'll catch up on chat, and Bladen is going to hang up and then join the stream. So, okay, cool.
All right.
This is the worst stream. This is like the worst. Like out of every single Bladen stream, out of all.
This isn't a Bladen. Okay, all right. Let's catch up on. Okay, anyone who was an actual fan of my shit.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
Shit and still doesn't think I'm good enough. The expectation of place.
Why are you reading those when I'm right here?
I should be sleeping for work in 6 hours, but instead I'm watching a TimLore stream. I hate my life, and I ironically am close to quitting. Everyone else it was the same boat as me, has moved on.
You guys got a good point.
And maybe that's a sign from God that I need to do the same.
I think it is.
We'll hear him well. So he's just a dude. That's just a dude. Oh, they're talking about the trans thing. Okay. Oh, lol. So true. Unsubscribe. I agree. So true. So true. It's so like
true with it.
And it's like, to elaborate my last point. It's not even like I blame myself. Were you already on when you're typing this?
No.
Take myself seriously when my entire discography is fucking Free Chris Chan, Bust My Clip 25, and fucking Hobson remix. So it's like, whatever. Stop doing it in separate messages, you faggot. I did it to myself at the end of the day.
I only have so many characters.
I'm yeah, I did it myself. Or whatever is maxing.
Yeah, no, that deserved its own message. That was important. Fucking whatever idiot. Is also important. You fucking.
I'm very entertained by this. This is literally only me and Nenshi. I think I might tip. See y'all later. Bye, Don Trey. All the people I befriended in the slideshow community. I'm ignoring Project.
What a faggot! The slideshow community.
I'm ignoring all of Project.
Tim, I've got a question for you.
I'm ignoring all of Joe Chill World and Pro Mature, and we are caught up on chat.
I've got an actual question for you. How does it feel that both Project with his shitty Oni Plays animation, how does it feel that that's blown up? As well as KP getting made fun of by Beardson to a very big audience. How does that make you feel? At these the
Beardson thing literally was like the first time I felt happiness all that week.
Yeah, right.
I was at work and I gasped and I was like fucking cackling. It was so fucking funny. Even though she and I are like on better terms, it was so fucking funny.
And then she deleted her account.
She deleted her. Okay, she actually not to take away the punchline. She actually deleted her account for a different reason. Somebody else doxed her, so she like fucking deleted it because of that. Yeah, not fun. And then to be fair, she shouldn't get doxed, so that's fair enough. But yeah, and as far as the Project Oni Plays thing, I mean, I don't know, like Project's a spaz, but he's a good animator, so like good for him,
Well, he's making it out of the hood, and that's more than can be said for all of us. We're all in the hood.
That's fine. Like I'm fine with that. Like, good on him. That's cool.
Why is there Scott Pilgrim porn on my Twitter timeline? I need to get that.
Wait, check. Hold on.
Oh shit! Did I like Scott Pilgrim porn? Hold on.
I see.
Why can't I hear you?
Which one is it? Usually I don't like porn on there, but which one is it?
It's like a quote retweet. And what's the bitch with the red hair's name? The short red hair.
Oh fuck! I think I like that one.
Is it the one that says "Who the fuck wears a jacket with no shirt underneath"? Damn you! fucking piece of
Fucking
shit.
gooner.
I hate
I'm
you,
sorry,
Tim.
man. I'm sorry.
And I hate
That's
you
on
too,
me.
Blaine.
That was definitely me liking that and putting that on your fucking For You page. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hang myself tonight, and I'm gonna put all of you.
I didn't mean to get caught liking porn. It was just it was like
I
I like twisted I like Twisted Grimm. He's a good animator, good artist, and I like Scott Pilgrim. And it's just like I was just appreciating it. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Bladen? He was just in here. What the fuck?
He dipped because once he
Damn
dips,
it.
he busts his clip.
Okay, well, I want to talk about So Cold when he's in here.
Okay, well, this is now, since I'm on here, this is the Nenshi birthday stream. Everybody type in the chat, all 3 viewers. Happy birthday, Nenshi.
It's after midnight. Shut up.
It's like 2 days after my birthday, but it's the late Nenshi birthday stream. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to Nenshi.
Chill, I am ignoring the chat because it's just you and Project. That there's nothing there. There's nothing there that I can grab from that.
Yeah, unfortunate. Maybe if you said like some actually, you can't even say slurs on YouTube chat. You can say like very few things because thank you, That means so much from Project because it's like I was on SoundCloud the other day. And I saw that not Bust My Clip, that Sag My Pants 2024. It had 3 likes, and one of them was from Project's account, and I felt like it was like full circle because he's the guy. He's the guy at the beginning who says, not he didn't say it, but you say the following video is edited by Promature, and I felt like it had come full circle at that moment, and I felt euphoric. I can't lie.
Yes, the Raw by Hobson. Yes. Okay, Bladen, can you hear us? And
Hi, Bladen.
We can hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, as I was saying, shut the fuck up, Tim. Shut the fuck up, Tim. I didn't want to say this to Tim's face because I know he's been going through some shit. But like the way he talks about you and your music, Bladen, is like the most homoerotic thing, like literally ever. Like, it's so gay. It is so gay. Okay, so I sent him this snippet that you sent me to play on my stream about So Cold. Like, So Cold, right? It's the So Cold verse.
It's the best. How the fuck did Funny Monkey enter my fucking Discord? Hold on, that's not okay. Hold on. Shut up. I need to fucking address this. What the fuck? Why is Funny Monkey in here? I hate like Funny Monkey.
The day after I sent him the snippet, not this full song, this snippet. He sends me just out of the blue. So Cold is Bladen's best song, and I'm just kind of like, really? And I say, you think so? I don't know if I'd go that far considering I haven't even heard the entire fucking thing, to be honest. And he says, haven't heard more than you sent me, but that verse is incredible. It's a moment of pure catharsis following years of pain and stagnation.
Okay, don't say it like that.
No,
that's how I read it.
Keep saying it like that.
The unflinching directness to the awful shit in his life and the explosive outlet he creates through it is chilling and almost inspiring.
It's fucking great. It is genuinely it's like this burst of built up emotion that's been building up since fucking like 2019. And
it has the line, I don't rate bitches, I'm gay. How is that?
Yeah.
Because he's gay. He's a faggot. Like,
I mean, so are you, judging by this message here.
Listen. I suck girl dicks. He fucks man pussy. Like,
yeah. Oh, it's full circle now. It's full circle.
Literally, what are we even fucking arguing about? Like, it's a fucking great. Like, it's genuinely. It like. Bladen and I got pretty close. Last couple times we met in person. Dude, and genuinely, there's something about
this song. You've heard a minute of this song. How can you say it's his best song when you've only heard a minute of it?
Well, listen. I mean, probably the other half of the song is Matt doing like
you haven't heard the bad Matt verse.
But at least as far as Bladen's verses go, like I fucking like it legitimately like got me like goosebumps. Like it's so fucking.
I don't think Matt didn't write anything. So like the entire song is just the first verse because Matt said he couldn't write anything to it.
Nice.
Well, honestly, I mean, like legitimately, I wouldn't hop on that song. Not because the beat isn't good, not because I couldn't write anything, but because anything that would take away attention from that verse would just fucking ruin the song.
Well, Matt just didn't know how to do that. Like like Matt doesn't really have an equivalent of the stuff that I'm talking about in that song, so like
Yeah.
he
Oh
couldn't
my God.
match it.
Dude, the fucking there's like 4 bars in that song that fucking are just unbelievable. Um the I'm a closet diabolic in and out the closet fag. Thank my dead fucking mom. Thank my alcoholic dad. I'd rather die than hide from my ominous past. I'd rather open up and earn and fuck my mom into ash. It's so fucking good. Like it's so cathartic, and it just feels like it's like such a fucking I can't. It's such a intense, crazy
Tim
release of
definitely raped
emotion.
Bladen in that hotel room. That's what
No.
I'm gathering from
No,
this.
Andrew was the one that got
Yeah,
broomed.
and Andrew
got
broomed.
broomed.
No,
That's what
no.
that
When
was.
you guys
I'm
recorded
pretty
the
sure
mistakes were made intro
I'm pretty sure
in the
I'm
hotel
pretty-
room or whatever the fuck.
No, okay. So here's what happened. I'm pretty sure I bit Bladen when we were on shrooms.
Okay.
I remember
Okay, I
bi-
did
I
not
remember-
want you to corroborate
Why-
that former statement.
I
Okay,
either
thank
bit
you, Tim.
I either bit myself and couldn't feel it, or I bit Bladen. I remember biting
That's not
someone
real.
on shrooms.
That's not real.
I listen. I remember biting someone.
Like
That's
Bladen
not
said earlier,
real.
Guantanamo Bay couldn't get this information out of me. If this happened while I was fucking tripping, I would not tell a soul. This would go to the grave with me, and it would never leave my
I
lips.
swear to God, I remember
It's
biting
not
someone.
real.
It was
It's not
either,
real.
It might have
That's
been
not
me,
real.
and maybe I couldn't feel it, but I definitely bit someone, and there was 2 people in that apartment that day.
if that was real, I would have been really pissed. I would have been really mad. It's not real.
I guess I bit myself then, but I didn't feel it. I thought I bit you. I don't know why I did.
What
think
is
I was
wrong
trying-
with you?
I was like slipping out of reality, and I just wanted to like fucking like exist, and like so I just bit something, and I think I bit myself.
Yeah, I said
Maybe.
a bunch of shit
I thought I
earlier.
bit
Okay,
Bladen.
I'll be honest. I've been having a pretty bad day.
That was
Been having a
around the
pretty
time we
shitty
were
day.
like falling out of the couch, like fucking. We were like.
I've been having an awful day, right? And I was ranting to Joe Chillworld of all people, who we all, you guys have your opinions on Joe Chillworld. I was ranting to Joe Chillworld in this little GC, and I was a little upset because I've been working on music stuff. And Matt, I was alluding to this earlier. Matt's been he's been very open about showing me snippets of his new album. His new album is surprisingly pretty good. I like it so far. But I asked him about this verse. I asked about hopping on this song that he sent me a preview of a couple days ago, and he was like, maybe, perhaps, would you be fine if it was a remix? And it's like, I get the vibe. It doesn't take me seriously as a musician, and so that's a little defeating because I know that my reputation is free Christian, Hobson funny remix, and bust my clip 2025. But still, it's like whatever the fuck. And then I was ranting to Joe Chillworld about this. That's a tongue twister. Said it 5 times. I was ranting to Joe Chillworld. I guess it's not that hard. But I was talking about how I'm so sad that my friends Nathan King and Uncle Bladen had effectively quit music because out of this isn't the first time it's happened where I've been on my music thing. I've been honing my craft as it is, and just kind of like I have people who I feel I can bounce ideas off of, maybe even possibly collaborate with. And I was feeling sad because it feels like every time I get into that groove, it's at one point it becomes me on that open path again. After this stream, I don't feel that way. I think that I'm better off without either of you. I think that I am better off without Matt even. I think I'm better off without another soul. I think that this has shown me the light, and I thank you for this, Nathan King. I'm going to make literally like the greatest thing ever, and you're going to fall to your knees and cry and shit your fucking pants because you're just in awe of how I could make a better product than any of your 5. What's up, Uncle Blade?
This isn't I zoned out heavy whenever you were saying all that. Can you repeat it?
No, stop.
No. I'm in a manic state right now. I don't know if anyone saw this, nor if anyone cared, but I was talking about it a little bit. I got cheated on a couple weeks ago by Destiny James. Caught her talking to her ex SoundCloud rapper boyfriend person.
Didn't that happen already?
It happened again after I
y'all
gave
were
her a
broken
chance for
up.
almost a fucking year. Ha 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 ha.
I thought y'all were broken up.
No, I tried giving her another chance. I thought, oh, she's probably different. She's a fucking whore. I hate her. I was not mean enough on those
Well, I
Blade
mean,
streams.
you've heard that song about black girls, right?
Blacks and whites sometimes mix, but black girls only want your money
I
because
think
they're
I
dumb
should.
chicks.
I should stay away from this conversation. I think, given my recent.
So
They
Andrew
also
just
have
texted me
HIV
out of
and
the blue. These memes, which I don't know if I can say out loud, but they have plushies in the background, and I think it's from.
oh yeah, that's from the night. That's
Yeah.
from the night. Can you read them all? Oh, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
hold on,
maybe I
hold,
shouldn't.
Maybe you should.
wait, hold on. Let me look at them. He might be able to.
He says, "I know you're taking a break, but you should hop in VC. Tim is having a breakdown."
I was there.
Yeah, that's the night.
There.
I didn't see it for 2 days, and then I text him. Good God, was Tim having a Bell's moment?
He was okay. He admitted himself. He admitted this
I
himself.
admitted a lot of shit.
He's probably done certain things with certain parts of his body to material that's probably worse than what Bell's has done the similar thing to. If you catch my drift, he's said this himself.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Let's
wait, like
chill.
what?
He
You
didn't
can't
go into
just stop
detail.
there.
Okay. Here's a bombshell. You see my profile picture? You see the Brogles? Tim admitted that he knew what Brogles was before either you or Bells did.
Oh, well, I
We
knew
all
that he knew.
That was on the.
Yeah.
That was on.
Oh,
I already
okay.
talked about that before.
I
That's
thought
not,
that was really
that's
funny.
not
I
the
thought that was
smoking gun. I am looking at these plushy ones. And, the Luna one is not particularly entirely accurate, but
no, that one's
really
accurate.
funny.
It's accurate. I want
It
to
says
believe.
at 12:45 a.m. on February 6, 2025, Tim admitted his dick accidentally slipped into a woman's asshole, and she proceeded to have an anal discharge on his Peter and told him to finish, which he did, and then he paid her. He then blamed the juice.
Yeah.
The paid her part is not accurate. Everything else is true.
No, I heard a different story. It
Well, no,
might not be
the paid is a different
exactly. The details might be a little bit misconstrued. Might be a little crossing of wires. You catch my drift. But
I
I
already
heard something similar.
The other one is just talking about the thing I already talked about on the stream.
I'm gonna be honest. There was like a 30-minute block, and that 30-minute block was occupied by Bladen streaming, where I zoned out.
Okay, that's fair.
No, I had them going simultaneously. I think I said in Bladen's chat that I had.
You're fucking losing.
I was listening to Bladen hit potholes and scream at his phone while you were talking about Pedo Wood and Jeffrey Epstein. So it was a fun time.
Was my stream better? My stream was better, right?
Your stream was better, and it had I have a screenshot. It had 31 fucking viewers. It had 31.
Wait, it had
viewers.
31 viewers?
Yes, it had. I swear to God, I have the screenshot. 31 viewers.
That's so crazy.
That's funny. I was probably just talking about some serious shit while that was happening.
Yeah.
But fucking yeah, no, Bladen, don't delete that until I get to watch it.
I'm not gonna delete it. It's gonna be the only thing that stays up.
That's fine.
Along with, I never took the community posts down. The community posts are funny.
Yeah.
You took some of them down.
Unsubscribe. Can we talk about the furry shades of Gay Blade in the stream? Y'all already know all that. I'm not.
Yeah. Why? What's
that,
the point of regurgitating?
It's a funny story. It's a funny story, but y'all were there for that.
Yeah, the only person involved in this conversation currently who was not there for that was Tim, and he already knows about it.
Yeah. It's just funny.
It was so cool. It was like the best thing Bells literally ever did, ever.
I just opened up your server, Nenchi, and I just saw someone's getting raped tonight. Is that about me?
And I was talking.
Oh no,
about
you're
Matt.
Matt. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll say this, because I've been shit talking Matt a lot, and I got to balance it out because he is my friend. I will say this: Matt's best song is going to be on his new album, so it's a good song.
That is true.
Really
that is
and
true.
it's a 7 out of 10.
no. I actually,
it's a 6 out of 10 with your mix.
I got super emotional listening to that song, Redemption.
Dude, I've cried to that song. I'm such a fucking faggot.
No, it's legitimate. It's legitimately Matt's best emotional song, bar none. It's so good. It really he hits such an amazing emotional beat with that song. But also a lot of the other stuff he's been cooking up lately, I've not particularly been into. I don't know. He goes in and out of doing like really good quality shit and then just fucking not hitting. I don't know.
If he doesn't put my verse on his album, then I'm actually gonna go to his house and fucking kill him.
No, just use the old fucking verse from.
No, I'm trying to record a verse for his album. I'm trying to get a verse on it, but he's like, is it okay if it's a remix? And it's like, I'm capable of writing serious shit. I have nothing funny to joke about. 3 months ago, Tim asked me for a funny verse on his funny song, and I couldn't think of anything fucking funny to write about. Now I'm going to follow the theme of your fucking song, you dipshit, on the album.
I guess that is the one thing that, because I like your verse on that, but I do kind of wish it was funnier.
I have nothing funny to write about. You people wonder why. I guess nobody wonders why, but it's like I don't do fucking meme rap anymore because I don't think it's funny. I don't think Free Christian is funny. I don't think any of the other terrible, sloppy, shitty Pink Guy ripoff songs that I'm in the process of remastering for my compilation album that nobody's gonna hear that I've already spent $160 fucking on. What a waste of money. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, DJ Capra. I'm gonna fucking rape both of you. I'm gonna rape both of you.
I'll say this. One, don't ever pay Matt. Two, like, I don't know. There's 3 different Matt albums so I was supposed to be on Ego Death, and then he cut me off that, and then took my remix of the song off streaming, and then I was supposed to be on Fade to Black, and then he cut me from that. So
didn't you ask you taken off of that though? Because it was a terrible song.
Wait, what's
the worst song ever?
Which one?
Fucking Bang or whatever. Boom.
Oh no, not that one. Not that one. Yeah, that is the worst song ever. No, I'm talking. Won't Let Go off of my album, off of Chapter 11 was going to be on Fade to Black. As
Bladen so elegantly put it, Boom or Bang, whatever the fuck it was called, was just an attempt to have more black people participation on a Matthew the Artist album.
Yeah, but it's
a real thought process white rappers have. Hey, I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
What do y'all think about Trump making it, or like signing it in like legally that there are only 2 genders?
I'm honestly, like, honest answer or like,
yeah, honest answer.
I don't give a fuck. Like, the fact that the government has any fucking say in that is meaningless to me.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care. Like, I've been like slightly paying attention to all the shit that Trump's been doing lately, and it's just like I really don't care.
Listen,
people are acting like this is going to be the end of the world. Like this is like the nail in the coffin for the rights of everybody everywhere. But honestly, I don't think anything is going to come of it. I don't think anything's actually going to come of it that's substantial.
I think things are actually coming out of it, and so my thing is that I think I tweeted something about this where it's like this whole, like, Trump's just been active doing a bunch of shit. And it's like half of it is stuff that I fucking thought would never happen and I'm really excited about. And then half of it is shit that I just vehemently disagree with. Like,
here's the thing.
I don't agree with the tariffs, but they're like fucking shutting down a lot of government programs and downsizing a fuck ton of like government workers. And like,
thanks to Doge.
I mean, that sucks, but it's doing its job.
Okay,
I'm happy with Doge.
I'm
happy with DOGE. I'm not fucking calling it Doge.
So here's my thing about the whole race aspect of this, because there's the whole thing about the Equal Opportunity Act or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Like, that's gonna make a difference. Like, that's gonna make a difference.
I'm gonna bow out of this conversation given my VC that night.
Here's the thing. If it makes one Destiny James from Miami Gardens, Florida's life just harder, because she doesn't have a job. She was always asking me for money for her fucking Wingstop. She orders Wingstop like weekly, multiple times a week. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried.
I thought Wingstop was local here. No,
it's in Miami Gardens, Florida. Believe me. Okay.
That's the image that I had for the kinds of people that go to Wingstop. I thought the kinds of people that go to Wingstop are the kind of people I live around.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Right, if that makes sense.
I think
Wingstop is so good.
Stop trying to diverge the conversation, Tim. I need to speak my piece as a white king.
I'm still fat inside, and
he needs to speak his truth.
You're still fat outside. You still got 50 pounds to go.
I got like Okay, I got like 20 pounds left to go.
If this whole thing, if it makes Destiny James, if it makes her life harder, if it makes her life just miserable in terms of finding employment, I think that it's an okay trade off to every other black person in the United States. I think that we can all agree on that. I know Nathan King with his camera on, he agrees with this. I know Uncle Bladen with no profile picture also agrees with this. I think this is something we can all agree on. I think that
I'm gonna be honest,
Premature
man.
Ent in the comment section.
I'm really trying not to be a racist person. I really don't believe I'm an individualist. But
Okay, look at Tim here.
the dry sex thing is fucking with
Tim
me.
is
Why the fuck do
antagonizing
they
me
do
because
that?
I'm white. Tim is antagonizing me because I'm a white male. This is
Why?
what Donald Trump is trying to aid.
It's not even pleasurable for the man. Like at least like
Well,
female
no,
like
no,
genital
it could totally be
mutilation.
pleasurable
It's
for men. What are you talking about?
punishment, Tim.
Yeah, exactly.
At least
Exactly.
female genital mutilation is like
Which is
just
also a
affecting
good
the
thing.
girl. But like, why would you want your dick to bleed on sandy, dry vagina?
Well,
Like,
because she's having a worse time than you are, and that's like, I mean, why do
but
people?
no, you're
like,
not. Your dick
why do
is
people?
fucking. It's like
No, why do
sticking your dick in fucking broken glass.
why do people do anal?
Because they're gay.
No, I'm talking about
People use lube for anal.
I'm talking about man and woman. Come on,
Because it's tighter.
don't try
sometimes.
to make anal gay. It's to humiliate the woman.
Wait, so is it gay if it's a male to female, but you're fucking them in the ass? Or sorry, a female to
Wait,
male.
say that again.
Is it gay if it's a female to male, but you're fucking them in the ass instead of the pussy?
Okay, Premature Ent in chat
yeah.
says, "Sorry, man. Have him do something about the nip-ons, and maybe
just
I'll listen."
just ignore.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Ignore Project.
I don't know what
He's
that
doing
is, and
his
I
thing.
think that
Ignore him.
unironically, you should
Ignore
hang
him.
yourself.
Ignore
I
I think
know
he's
that you
talking
edited
about
the
the
Hobson video.
Japanese.
Okay,
Ignore
I
him.
know the Japanese.
I think he's no the Japs. The Japs. No, say it with your
Yeah,
chest, Minchie.
yeah.
Say it with your chest.
Okay, but
was
as I
in
was
here,
saying, well, let me speak my piece. I'm a white king. I need to speak my piece. Premature Ent. I know you edited the Hobson video. That's like, that's your brownie point. But aside from that, you've never done a single thing that's of worth. And
You're
you should kill
also
yourself.
brown.
Yeah, you're also brown, and you should exterminate yourself.
You're from Chile.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is on wax. Never take this stream down, Tim. This is my legacy.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
I wish death
talked about
upon
getting
Project and all the Chilean people.
I talked about getting raped earlier. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Nobody's gonna watch this length. Nobody will.
Hey, are those the curtains that Matt pulled down whenever he got mad at you?
Oh my god, you fucking fuck. Yeah, that pissed me the fuck off.
Okay, so I
fucking piece of shit.
Speak of the devil came to Arkansas.
And his brain is broken.
I've just been given a response from one Ghetto Maximus in my Discord server. He says, "For the verse you record for the open I send you." Like he's gonna use it. I should start charging for verses. You know what? I'm a good writer. I should start charging for verses. That's my new thing. I'm gonna start charging for verses. I'm gonna go 150. I think that I put in 50% more effort than Matthew Davis. I'm going 150. I don't know. Do you guys think that's unreasonable?
Me the fuck off right now.
Who is?
Dakota's pissing me the fuck off right now.
What's he saying? Does he want in?
There's this fucking autistic Spurg who used to come into the server. He's a Lewis server guy.
Oh, hey, okay. Wait.
He invited him to the server without asking.
Wait, shut up. Wait,
spamming me to fucking let him in.
Hey, I have a question.
What? Should
we sign Nenshi to Mythos?
I've already been on Mythos, and so is MC Weirdo, and so is Sonochi.
Listen, I'm fine with that, but literally Mythos is just me at this point. Like nothing. Like there's no Mythos. It's just my music.
Mythos isn't even just you anymore because you went like an entire year between uploads.
Wait, does this mean that I can take over Mythos Multimedia? Can I just like hijack Mythos Multimedia? And
to be fair, in the last 2 years I've dropped 4 albums, so
And how many of those albums have been good?
That's a good point. I like all of them. The only fucking songs from any of those albums that I dislike is Missed Calls. That's like the only song from all 4 of those projects that I actively
That's
dislike.
Which is
insane.
crazy because that's the only one that's above a.
That's the only one that's
I
good.
don't know.
I agree.
I
It's
can't
the only
even
one that's
lie.
above like an 8. That's like a 10.
The song's so fucking
It's maybe
embarrassing.
even an 11.
God, I can't talk about it. But Nenshi, you remember when I started talking about
I
missed
do.
calls?
I know the context for that song now,
Oh,
and it is
God. Oh fuck!
made it better. I listened to it the day after, and I was like,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing that I probably shouldn't, but it was really funny in the rant.
It was really funny in the rant.
I started ranting about because it was when I was talking about trannies, and I was
Talking about what?
and I was talking about I just want to suck dick. Stop asking me to fuck you in the ass. I don't want a fucking ass. I want a pussy. I don't want to fuck your ass. I just want to suck
Yeah, Bladen, you
your dick.
missed out. You really missed out,
Fuck.
to be honest. You
I
missed,
was screaming. I was fucking losing.
like
my
me and Logan
fucking
were like,
mind.
we were howling. We were
Y'all
howling.
should have called me. Y'all should have called
It
me.
started about me talking about like I'm noticing. That's all I'll say on
Yeah.
YouTube.
No,
It started
okay.
with me just talking about noticing,
And
then,
at that point, I started recording, and I recorded like 30 seconds before I
fuck.
realized. Okay, no, it's 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds because I realized I should not have a copy of this, and I have the Joso recording, which I also should not have a copy of.
To be
but
honest,
I was like, this
to
is
be honest, Nenshi,
blackmail.
I actually kind of wish he would have recorded it. It can never go public, but just so that like Bladen and Howard could hear it. Like,
Yeah, no, there's
oh.
pros and cons. There's pros and cons, but the
I'm
thing
like,
about it is,
I got raped in the woods, and the mosquitoes were biting me. It's like not enough. I'm getting raped in the woods. I'm like fucking losing my shit. Fuck.
it was like the best night of my entire life.
Logan
honestly.
was cackling the entire time. Logan was losing his fucking mind. Oh my god. Dakota makes a good point. Sorry about your rape, though.
Bye, Bladen.
I guess Bladen's gone. Goddamn.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him, Bladen.
Listen, fucking, like, Dakota's trying to act like I don't remember Funny Monkey. Like I don't remember him being fucking insufferable. Like,
okay, I know we all agreed that I wouldn't talk about him, but you know, Projack in the chat says, do any of you have the Joso cat video? No, but I have a video of Joso where he rubs sour cream on his man titties. What else was he do? I watched this like last night because I was showing a couple friends it, and I memory hold like 85% of it. He rubs sour cream on his man titties. He pours grape Kool-Aid on himself. Or no, it's Hawaiian Punch. I think it's Hawaiian Punch. Important distinction. He puts his foot in the little plastic cup of the sour cream. We make him jerk off on a page of the Bible.
I'm so fucking glad I wasn't
and
there
eat
that
it.
night.
Yeah, he jerked off. He showed us his dick too. What was it? What else did he do? Oh yeah, he got a piece of bread and he put it in between his man titties and he jumped up and we made him jump up and down. And he put it in his ass crack. And then he pissed on it. And then he ate it. I love you, Joso. Oh no, and the best part is the next day he was like super manic and he was talking about how he wanted to fucking kill Matt's kid. He wanted to fucking kill Matt's kid, dude. And we get him in VC and Bladen gets in VC and he goes, so I heard from the grapevine that you wanted to rape and murder Matt's child. And Joso says with the most like shit-eating grin ever, he goes, all true.
I can't laugh. I'll get mad at me for laughing.
And this is right after he just shaved his head in the midst of a manic episode, so he looks like he's fucking insane because he has like crazy strands of hair on his fucking head. Dude, Joso's a fucking monster. I love him. I hope he dies.
I nearly forgot how bad he was because he said he liked chapter 1.
These
then
are
right
these are
after
Tim's
that
fans.
happened.
These are Tim's fans. Joso Man is one of Tim's only earnest fans. You ever thought about that?
Well,
You ever
he
thought about
also is
that?
one of my haters. Like depending on the
Depending on,
schizophrenia
I
thing.
mean, the same is true with Matt.
Like I don't know. So like I don't hate Matt. Like I like listen. I think he and I have been fighting a little
No,
bit
I love
more.
Matt. He's
That
like
I
one of my
think
best friends.
Matt and I have been fighting a little bit more than we've been getting along, and that shit happens sometimes. But if a chance comes for Matt and I to hang out in person, I'm gonna jump for it because Matt pisses me off online, but he is a fun friend to hang out with in person. I enjoy
Oh,
doing
hell
shit
yeah.
with him. He's
No,
it's
if you
fun.
guys ever meet up, I want to, I'd be down to
Yeah,
come and chill.
no.
Matt's the homie. Matt's one of my best friends, and I'm really excited to work with him on my my upcoming compilation
Okay.
album.
All right. No, I don't believe any of it.
I'm doing
Tim,
a
I straight
remix
up don't
for
know what
everybody
Funny
involved.
Monkey
So
did. Perhaps tell me later. But he's a guy who gets into movie. Dakota, I hear you troll. Like you're. This is a fucking bit. This is an annoying person that you're trying to fucking make. Listen, get him to join Bladen server, or not Bladen server, Nenshi server. Get him to join Nenshi server, and I'll feel him out. How about that?
yeah, yeah, do
Because he
that.
was annoying.
Unironically, do
He
that.
was annoying a couple years ago. People change, maybe it's possible, but we're not creating a situation like previous things that have happened in the server.
Tim, this is the Lewis server you're talking about. No one changes. That's why they're all
No,
Monkey
I'm
Jones
not.
fans.
I'm not. Okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down.
And I say that as somebody who regularly listens to Is It Kino. So,
Yeah, Mumkey, I still think is one of the best YouTubers of all time.
No,
Especially his
awesome.
real channel. I miss it. But
Mumkey's awesome, but being a what's the correct term? Dingleberries from the Bigsington Discord server. You got a little bit of a disease,
yeah, I mean
a little bit of
that's
an
way
illness.
worse. Yeah, I mean that's way worse than being a monkey. I mean, Biggs was never funny.
Yeah, Big sucks. I remember
Funny
how
Monkey joining Nenshi server will destroy his soul. Dakota, you're fucking with me. I can tell. I can smell it.
Listen, Dakota, if you haven't been paying attention to this stream, my soul has been like fucking trampled on over the last couple months.
And only Nenshi's been going through it and putting his heart out on this stream. And he's brave for it.
I'm the victim here. I'm the victim here, Dakota.
We're learning a lot of Nenshi lore this stream.
I should do a fucking Nenshi lore stream on Friday and one up you. And then you should get on my stream and start venting.
Mental breakdown. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck. That's so good.
And saying a whole bunch of shit that you'll regret and that you probably shouldn't be saying, but oh well. I think both Bladen and Matt will be mad at me for disclosing the Joso stories, but you know what? It's funny. I had to.
Bells is fucking awesome. I love Bells so much. Bells is legitimately the best out of all of us, and it didn't used to be that way, but everyone else has just fallen, and Bells has stayed on top.
Isn't that abandoned channel in chat? It's like my favorite person.
I fucking love Brogles.
Fucking love abandoned channel.
Yo, I cried. I almost cried this. Like I teared up this stream.
Yeah, I almost cried like twice because I'm the real victim. Anyway, I'm gonna go join the voice chat in your server because it looks more interesting than this stream. So goodbye, Tim. Goodbye, stream. Goodbye, stream.
Okay. Pussy didn't actually say it. So yeah, that's TimLore. I know I said no guests, but I don't know, I was done. Fuck it. I don't know. I do honestly, coming out of it, I do really like getting serious on stream. Maybe that's not a good idea, but I really like. There's something kind of therapeutic about that. So I might do this again. I don't think not a TimLore stream because I could fill in other anecdotes, but it wouldn't be like a comprehensive guide like this was. Maybe I'll talk about my college days at some point, or fucking anecdotes I missed or whatever. But talk more about relationships in like a safe manner, whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I think the series streams, maybe not all the time. They need to be mostly funny. And even, if they start out serious, maybe doing like this where it gets funny afterwards is good. But yeah, I don't know. I think I think I do want to do this more often because there's something really honest about it. Something really, I don't know. It's like maybe I'm just an attention whore, but I want to. I want to just be real. You know, I want to be real. You know, I'm cool with being funny too. That shit's good, but it's like I want to be real. You know, so it is what it is. I can't be ironic. Film club needs new members. Listen, I'll scope out the bullshit on that. Figure out if it's real or not. I remember Funny Monkey being annoying as fucking shit, man. Yeah, I didn't make any I didn't fucking even work on this fucking shit. Like this page is the same as it started out as. Um, but to be honest, this perspective right here, where like I have to fucking like it's like a right angle, and I gotta. That's gonna be a bitch to figure out. I'm so bad with perspective, and then this one is gonna be fucking bitch too. So these two are gonna fucking take a while. Some of the other ones are gonna be quick little fixes, but you know. I don't know. Fucking, I gotta figure this shit out. Oh, oh Lord, what have I joined? Listen, you're on the fucking butt end of this. I basically for 2 hours I talked super seriously about my life, and then after that, Bladen and then she came and just fucking killed the stream like so fast. And now we're just on the wind down. Probably gonna finish up in about 5 minutes. Probably I'll give it 5 more minutes, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. I gotta stream more. Like I said, I'm probably gonna do a Gardic phone stream at some point. Because that shit's pretty good. I don't know. Is there really anything else I need to stream about? Maybe watching some other old content, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Damn, just like they do every stream. Yeah, but it's so much more inappropriate because I like almost cried this stream. I was talking about being fucking raped. I almost cried. I fucking talking about my heartbreak, and then Bladen calls on the phone and expects me to have a conversation with him on stream while you can barely hear him. Then Nenshi hops on the actual stream and he can't hear Bladen, and I have to communicate between two of them. Like, what a fucking shit show. I love my friends. This shit's funny. I just realized I gotta go to bed soon. But I was doing my sheets like for laundry, and they're in the dryer now. But if they're wet, then I just can't sleep. So I guess we'll figure that out soon. But I don't know. I also kind of probably should start streaming with camera more. I think that helps. You know, it helps people be more parasocial and stalk me and give me more money. What's the TimLore of the next 5 years? I don't mind spoilers. Redemption arc incoming. Listen, I lost 40 pounds. That's as far as the redemption arc's going. I'm getting worse. No, I hope shit gets better. I'm hoping I can make a fucking living doing creative shit. I want to get these comics out. I want to finish the YouTube channel, finish the music, get these comics off the ground, make a living doing that, and fucking make my stories, you know, come true, you know, happen. That'd be sick. That's my 5-year plan. Like I said, before I'm 30, I want to finish the channel, finish music, and finish all of my comic projects except for the big one. And then when I'm in my 30s, I'm going to work on the big one, like the long one. That's the plan. I think I can do it because I'm turning 27 this month, and then so I got like 3 years to knock out fucking everything but Deity, which is like my big project. So I think I can do it. Going a little slow right now, but you know, I'll pick up momentum as I get more skill and hone whatever, you know. Oh fuck. What a crazy stream. God damn. Alright. I was gonna go 3 more minutes, but I don't know if I really have much else to say. I guess I guess I'll be real for another couple minutes while it's just me. I really appreciate you know, this is actually I think I had more consistent viewership than some of the other streams I do, and this is kind of a hard stream to sit through because most of it is just me venting and telling fucking secondhand embarrassing stories and shit. So I appreciate y'all sticking through it. Like, I think y'all were a lot more receptive to it than I was thinking. I thought that I would be kind of just talking to the wall, but I still wanted to do it. But I don't know, it's cool. I might regret it, but currently I don't. Guess we'll see. Um, I don't know. I should stream more. I did kind of miss it. I haven't streamed since the AI music one, which I want to do that again too because that shit was fun as fuck. Um, I'm probably gonna post on the channel what I won, Bluey Love Song, and KP Brap Hog from those. Maybe not KP Brap. I might have to do a separate channel for KP Brap Hog because that's just gonna get taken down. It's fucking evil, but definitely Bluey Love Song and What I Won are gonna get channel releases. I thought I would make music videos, but I'm like, I don't think I got the work in me. Like that Miller World video I just released, like fucking, I phoned the fuck in on that editing because I just don't got time for it. Like, I'm working on comics. I'm working on career path shifting. My job is full time. I'm fucking dealing with personal life fucking shit and like the relationship breakup shit that I'm trying to figure out. It's like, I don't got time for editing. I fucking hate editing. It's so tedious. So I'm gonna avoid editing wherever I can. I got 2 more videos and a comic to finish off the channel. I'm gonna stream maybe a couple more times, and then that's it. I can't do any more other videos. I might, like I said, release What I Want and Bluey Love Song, whatever. But like, I don't got time to put into editing for like content. Because like I said, these comics are gonna be great. They're not great yet, but I'm working on it. This album I'm working on has been in the works since 2017, honestly. So um, that shit's gonna be interesting. I hope y'all like it, but that one's gonna be personal, and there's certain things I don't know how I'm gonna do yet. I'm kind of, it's very ambitious and kind of going above my skill range, so I kind of got to step up to the plate. So I'm hoping it works out. Same with the comics. I'm not an artist. I can draw a little bit, but I'm not like good with perspective or anatomy. So like, and I can't draw clothes. I'm not good with backgrounds. I'm not good with fucking so much shit. So, and I can't render. Like, rendering is fucking killing me right now. So it's like I'm having to fucking learn as I go. I'm hoping it gets quicker after that, but it's like, fuck me. It's taking a long time. But I think it'll pay off. I think Degenerate, I'm not going to spoil too much about it. It's going to be fucking great. It's not going to be for everyone. It's going to alienate some people, but it's going to be fucking great. I'm really passionate about Degenerate. I think it's going to be really unique in a good way. And then my other stuff is going to be good too. I'm about to pass out. I think I'm fucking low blood sugar. Dude, why am I still streaming? I don't know. I wanted to catch the fucking vibe a little longer. I enjoyed just kind of being real on stream and just riding it out. I don't know. Maybe I'm done. Fuck it. I guess I got nothing else. Just like I said, everybody keep an eye out for the comics and for the album and for the end of the channel videos and streams and comic. I think the stuff I'm working on, I think y'all will really like. And like I said, just stick around. I know that there's a lot of like droughts in between content because I'm just really busy and I'm making big stuff that takes a long time rather than small stuff that's quick to turn out. So, but I'll try to stream more to make up for it. I think that's a good compromise. My desk has been fucking a mess for a while and I just cleaned it up. So we ballin', we good. Fuck it. I don't know. Let me stop screen sharing and then fucking sign out, I guess. I don't know. I got 4 people. Okay. Let's do this again sometime. I'll be there for the Lore stream where I'll be fucking losing it over minorities. So y'all have a good night though. I appreciate y'all. And I'll keep my head up, but like I said, I hope that shit gets better. I'm still fucking depressed, but we making the best of it, staying productive, getting shit done, and I don't know. Maybe shit'll be better soon. So Fuck it. All right. Catch y'all later.